What's going on, guys? I'm Tim. Dad's in the back. Just to let you know, before you get into this podcast, there's a few moments where Matt or me or someone goes, put a clip here. And this podcast is over 2 hours long. It's currently midnight, and I got stuff to do. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be putting any inserts or clips in, only as a matter of time saving. Most of the normal editing will still be in there, but as far as clips go, sourcing clips, sourcing images, it's going to be a bit of a hassle. So
we're trying to hit that upload time.
Yeah, we're trying to make sure that we can get this exporting before I leave tonight. So just to speed up the process a little bit, I'm going to do the normal stuff, but I'm not going to be sourcing any clips tonight because it's just a matter of time. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the video.
All right, here we go. How's it going? Welcome to episode 4 of Not a Podcast.
Indeed.
I'm Jeremy, that's Tim, and our guest today is Matt.
Appreciate you guys having me. This is awesome. Hell yeah, I've been waiting to do this for a while, so appreciate it.
And he has Drake's Garage. Follow him on YouTube. What other socials are you on?
Instagram, Drake's Garage. My Facebook, I think, is Drake's Garage. I know it's under my name, but mainly Instagram and YouTube. So follow me there.
All right.
Yeah.
He does crazy stuff with basically anything 80s. That's kind of his niche. He's a LS guy. Likes to pull the...
Everything's LS with this guy.
Yeah, LS everything. But everybody says that LS swaps are boring.
So
I get that. Like, LS swaps are boring, but like...
If we're being honest, LSs are easy power, cheap power.
Turnkey 300 horse. I mean, that's why I like it. So
yeah, there's a reason that there's so many cars that get LS.
Yeah.
Because for a few $100 you could buy an engine. For a few $100 more you can put it into pretty much anything, and have turnkey reliability and 20 plus miles per gallon. Like, how do you argue with that?
Yeah.
You can't.
it's boring. Everybody does them, but it's just it's easy at this point.
Easy to find parts. You can go to any junkyard and you'll find some Tahoe sitting with a LS.
And they'll fit in anything.
Yeah,
they'll fit in anything. So
you know, LSs, they just make sense, and this is the king of them. So
I do them more often than I probably should, but yeah.
Well, I mean, you just sold a couple. So how many cars right now do you have with LSs?
Just 2.
Okay. And
if the Ferrari engine goes, it's getting an LS4. Let's be honest, it's going to get an LS4. So
give us a rundown on what cars you do currently own.
So I have, go with the boring ones first, 89 Corsica. I've got a 50 Nash, 88 Ford Country Squire, the Ferrari, 04 Suburban, 2018 Kia, then 2020 Kia. And then some like oddball stuff that's like junk.
Right.
And then like,
did you get rid of the Rivi?
Yeah, sold that one.
Oh.
Riviera sold. And then my bagged C20 I had that had an LS swap, I sold that. So that's out in California now. So
cool. So you drove the Ferrari today.
Yep.
The Mondial. We were pondering before you got here, and I told you when you got here.
So I would have drove the wagon, but I took half the vinyl off.
Yeah,
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's bad. It's real bad. Yeah. It's horrible looking. So.
Yeah, so I heard you pulling up, and I was like, that's the Ferrari.
Yeah,
you know?
I heard it from the other room.
Yeah. So, naturally we were like, which car is he showing up in? Is it going to be the LS with the wagon? Is it going to be the Ferrari? It's going to be one of the two.
It would have been the wagon if the vinyl wasn't like half peeled off.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, it is. So that wrap has been on there. So it's wood grain, right? That wood grain's been on there for 40 years. It is the worst. It is the worst job taking that wrap off. It's horrible. Like,
is it just like breaking apart as you're pulling it, or what?
Yeah, it comes off in clumps about that big, like that big. So if you got the finances, I would pay someone to do it, but I don't have the finances to do that.
Well, that's the whole point of what we do in garages, right?
Yeah, it's
we don't
bad.
pay someone else to do it.
It just heat. It's like a heat gun, and then scrape it, and then heat gun scrape. I actually ended up watching a whole season of Stranger Things while doing it, and I got 2 doors done and a quarter panel done. That is it. It is the worst. So I highly recommend, don't ever do it. Yeah. So.
All right, well, that was the introduction into Matt and Drake's Garage. We're going to get into the boring weekly update stuff, and then we're going to get to some of the more unusual things that we don't usually do on the podcast, which is hang out.
Yeah.
So, I'm a huge car guy, and when I meet another car guy, if you vibe, it can go into 2-3 hours of just BSing, and it's not even a thing. So I don't work tomorrow. He doesn't work tomorrow.
Nope.
And Tim works at 9, but he can go without a little bit of sleep. So it's cool because he's young.
You've got momentum, Tim. You got momentum on your side.
Yeah. So tonight you're going to get to watch unfold what happens when car guys get together. I have some updates they don't know about yet, and I'm excited to just tell them about it, but I've been waiting to turn the camera on to do it.
You bought a Corvette C5.
I looked
For Tim.
I looked at a Corvette C5. I did for $9,900 in Spokane, but that's not going to happen.
No, you got that behind us.
I got to keep waiting.
Yeah, we'll get you one. We'll get you one. Yeah, yeah.
So as you can see, right there, if you're looking at the middle camera, that is the back of the Corolla. It is getting closer and closer to coming back together, which is
with this news you're telling us is getting even closer.
It is getting closer, but
You're taking it to Drake's garage, and we're gonna finish it in one night.
oh, that would be awesome.
I made that
Yeah.
joke the other night with the Suburban. I was like,
Oh,
so
yeah. Just
one
put-
night we're gonna power through the night. We're gonna take the motor out of the Suburban, put it in the Corolla, and we're gonna take the beams and put it in the
Oh,
Suburban.
dude. Pull a camper with that thing.
Yeah, you get a call from Stephanie tomorrow in the
What's
morning.
wrong with my car?
My car.
So let's just for cohesiveness, let's get through our normal stuff so that if people want to dip out, they can. But I believe you're going to want to just kind of hang out and watch this because this is going to be fun.
Good. It'd be a good one.
And I haven't done this in a while, so I'm actually pretty geeked out right now. So Tim sent the notes to my phone, so I'm gonna have to look real quick because.
So there was 3 major news stories that happened this week as far as gun world goes.
Okay.
I think the first one wasn't as important as the other ones, but I still put information in there if you wanted to talk about it.
Is that the gun incidents and security concerns
so-
at public events?
So yeah, these are the talking points that I felt that we should really talk about the most this week.
All right. Do you have it memorized, or do I need to
So I
read
know
it?
that the first one was the armed gunman who showed up at the Charlie Kirk event,
Yeah,
and he was pretending to be a police officer.
and that was in Arizona
Yeah.
at their headquarters. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just found it odd more than anything. I figured, we could touch on it. This is the one that was.
So if you're watching this, you've obviously heard of what's happened with Charlie Kirk. This isn't new news at this point, but you have to have some type of major screw loose if you're going to show up to something like that and try and just it's an attention grab. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get away with anything. If you do, it's just pure luck. Everyone's watching you. Just don't be that guy. Don't be that stupid. Just forget about it and move on to something else. Go play some crazy Dungeons and Dragons or something. I don't know, like online forum games, or go to Discord. Do something.
Don't let words affect you that much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to really dive into that one. Then there's this thing from The Guardian from New Hampshire.
Yeah, it was a wedding shooting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was the shooter at the wedding?
Yeah, he showed up, and it was a mass shooting at this wedding. One man died, several were injured, and like I said, it's just news. We got to talk about it, but it's just another one of those situations where people who support gun control are going to use this as more leverage, and people who do not support gun control are going to look at it as, God damn it, you're making us look bad. So that's where we're at, but we need to talk about it. So.
Yeah, apparently one of the people at the venue grabbed a chair and smashed it over the dude's head and stopped him. Like, hey, good for you. Like, you're literally up against a gun and you decide to bash somebody with a chair. Like, that is good. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. This one's from Australia. A 16-year-old student brought a loaded gun to a New York City high school and made threats on social media. Arrested, that's how I see it. Kicked out of school indefinitely, and your parents should be charged for being bad parents. That's what I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
agreed.
not really much to really talk about as far as the gun news, except for new releases, which is a little bit more fun to talk about. Let's see, the CZ P09 Compact Nocturne comes out. It's been getting a lot of buzz.
And
it's just another, yeah.
It's a cool looking, a version of what's already been released, but
Yeah.
for the guys that are CZ fans, which
It comes optic ready, it's just a newer, better version of the compact CZ. So, I mean, if you like CZs, they're great guns. You can't really go wrong with that. This one's kind of cool. I like this one. The Ruger Mini 14 is hitting its 50th anniversary. That gun's been out for 50 years. Just think about that for a second. Everyone, 50 years. That is older than me.
surprisingly.
Shut up. So they're releasing a throwback, kind of a custom version of it as a anniversary edition.
Entirely walnut,
Yeah.
classic metal. Like, it's just a homage to what it was.
And Ruger's really good about that. Let's just for a second. Ruger, they made their 60th anniversary 1022, their 75th anniversary 1022. They've got all their little Ruger Max 9s and the LCPs, and they got all these little guns. They do all these tributes and these 75-year anniversary and 60th anniversary. Like, they give it back to people with just, like, this is what we could do, but we try and keep it budget friendly and reliable. So they make a gun at this price point, and then they just do these little drops. Like, oh, here's this custom one, here's this custom one. Like, 50 years of the Mini 14. Mini 14s are cool. Like, everyone wants to talk about, like, ARs, but a Mini 14 does the exact same thing.
Yep.
It's semi-automatic, shoots the same calibers, like, just doesn't have as much adjustability. But it functions the same, the original ranch rifle.
Yep.
Like, great gun. So if you're in the
By the
market,
way, this is where these guys come in, because
Yeah.
I love guns, but these guys are the gun guys for sure. Like,
yeah, this is just,
they know all the history. You guys know pretty much the ins and outs of firearms. So
Definitely. And
yeah.
like we said going into this is the weekly stuff. This is the stuff that we do every week. This is the updates. This is what's new. And we do it every week because people like to stay up to date.
yeah, this is what this channel's about.
Yeah.
So, like, what drives me crazy, which is why I kind of wanted to start this whole podcast thing, is if you want to hear what's new, what's happened in the last week, what do I need to be like aware of, what's relevant? If you go onto YouTube and you search, you're going to get bombarded with news, and a lot of it is
Like
just
over research almost.
and a lot of it is misinformation or clickbait titles, and you'll spend hours trying to just decipher what's real and what's not. So our thought process is, let's just cut all that out. You watch this video, great. You spend 30 minutes with us, and you learned what we found. This is man shit videos, MS videos. What we found interesting or relevant to what we're into. And if you're not into it, that's totally cool, and have a good life, and it's totally fine. I'm not offended. But if you're one of those guys like me, where I have very limited time in my day, like, I can't spend hours and hours and hours researching stuff. I want the meat and potatoes. I want the goods. Just give me the punchlines. Cut out all the fluff. I don't want your clickbait titles. That's what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah.
So when I have Tim do some of this research, like, we sit there and we go through the titles and we go through, it's like, nope, don't care. This one, okay, yeah, let's talk on that. So that's where we get our talking points, because we find a little bit of relevance to what the topic is. We have to touch on the hot topics just because they're hot topics, but the rest of it, I don't care about some random company that made a new station wagon. Like, I don't care. Like,
Dude, you could be talking smack on station wagons?
that was aimed at you.
Man.
It was.
Oh, it's fighting words. Fighting
I
words.
get the reference.
Yeah,
though,
for
because
sure.
Every week I do a search, either through ChatGPT or through Google AI, and I'll have it break down the most recent car releases to be coming in the most recent week. 99% of the results are electric vehicles that are either SUVs or
Here, cut over here. Boring.
or boring. Like, they're just genuinely like, wow, this new yin yang from China released.
Was that racist?
No, that was.
Are you being racist right now
that
on
was a
camera?
callback to the name of one of these companies that released another car that we don't care about.
Well, the issue that I see with electric, and I hate to get off topic, is
No. This is
Like-
the topic.
Yeah.
everything has gotten so fast
Yeah.
that I think it's taken the soul out of it.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I don't know.
let's finish up the guns real quick, and then
yeah.
we get into the Bugatti.
Yeah, so
We'll talk about that for a second.
So, two more to mention. There was the Canik, which is, if you're not familiar, Canik is it's a Turkish-made gun, but it's a really good Turkish-made gun. And other companies have started messing with them. Terran Tactical, TTI has started souping them up and making them competitive competition guns. And they've come out with their Canik TTI Combat Smoke. So, at least that's what I'm reading here. I might have it wrong.
That's the name of the gun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what it says. It says Canik TTI Combat Smoke.
So from the research that I did on
That's
this
a
gun,
pretty good title. I like that.
Yeah.
It's ported barrel, ported slide, so it looks nice. It's got.
Is it comped?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
comped, and it looks really good. It looks like a race gun, which if you're paying the like $3,500 price tag on it, you hope it performs well.
Now keep in mind, I mean, Canik is one of those guns, like, so the way that they work is they have all these patents to all these other gun companies, and they literally make carbon copies of these parts. So they use the same magazines that the Walther uses, that other guns use. They use the same grip angles. They use the same components for their triggers and their slide locks, and they can just mass produce them at such a cheaper price. But you're not missing out on the quality. What you do miss out on is the metallurgy, because they're using metals that are mined in another country, and they're not as strong as the ones we use here. So long term, which I haven't seen any failures, I'm just saying long term, you might have a better resell 10, 20 years down the road with an American-made gun or something that was imported from a country that uses a stronger metal. But honestly, if you're on a tight budget, Canik is a great gun. I mean, it's like they shoot just as good as the Walther PDPs and all these other guns for a fraction of the cost, and they're really good. So when a company like TTI or Terran Tactical says, you know what, we're going to make it better. So we're going to take what they've done, which is a cheap gun that works really good, and we're just going to make it way better. And you're going to pay for those upgrades, but then you look at like a Sand Viper at $7,500 versus a Canik TTI for $3,500. So for half the price, you can get a gun that performs on the same level.
Yep.
And that is what they've done, and that is why it's so significant and worth talking about. If you want a gun that performs like one of those $10,000 guns, but you don't have the money, this is a great option. It's mass produced, it starts with a cheaper base, but it still runs at the end of the day like a rape tape. So
I'm the guy on a budget.
Yeah.
I'm the budget guy.
As anyone is. Guns aren't cheap, so when you want to have a lot of them, you buy the cheap ones.
Yeah.
And then last on the list is the 380 Beretta.
Yeah.
The Cheetah in Tactical Desert. So
this is the 80X Beretta, not the 92.
Right.
And it's in 380, which I thought was kind of cool. I like 380 as a round.
The Cheetahs have been around. Like it's not a new invention.
But I thought that it was cool that they brought it back in the desert tan and
with an optic
ready, which for Berettas is not common. So I thought that it was just a cool talking point.
Yeah, I thought it was cool too. I had to do some research to see if the other people that I respect their opinions they put out some videos this week and there were pictures of a Beretta. And I was like, oh, are they going to smash this thing? Like, I don't want to go out there and be like, this is cool if everybody's hating on it. So I went and did some research and it wasn't. It's a different gun. So anyways, Beretta 80X Desert, what was it? Desert Tactical, that's what they call it.
Yep.
Tactical Desert 380. It's pretty cool. If you're recoil sensitive, 380 is a great way to go. Speaking of, their Walther has a new 380. Well, it's not new. It's been out for like a year, but I just saw one, and it's the 380 PD, and it's like a PDP and a 380.
That's cool.
And it's a little smaller, same kind of grip, and they're going on sale at my work. And I was thinking about getting one for Stephanie because
that'd be great for Stephanie.
She
still has the revolver, right?
She still carries the revolver, and I've got her that PDP Pro,
right.
The F series that
she still hasn't shot yet.
She's never shot.
Is that what she carries as a revolver?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice.
It's the.
Well, she doesn't. Okay.
Her
She
EDC?
carries it everywhere she goes.
100% always.
But She has a 38 special,
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
and she shoots it. She's comfortable with it. She doesn't like magazines and changing and loading and racking and all that. So she just likes it because it's simple. Bullets are in, it goes bang. Like that's what she likes about it. And she's trained. We've been to the range quite a few times with it, and she's comfortable, competent. She can hit the targets. And we'll just leave it at that. I don't want to go into too much detail, but I would like to get her something that had a little more capacity.
User friendly.
Extra magazines. So it's faster to reload. Not that I plan on her ever getting attacked, but if that ever happened, I want her to be prepared.
It's like having a fire extinguisher. You never know when you're going to need it. You never know when you're going to need it.
So that kind of wraps up the new guns that we've kind of found.
That's all gun news for the week.
Yeah, that's all of it. So we're just going to jump into the car stuff because I'm geeking out because Matt's here.
Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good. It'd be a good time.
And I've got some updates about car stuff.
But first things first, the one new release, the only thing that I felt was newsworthy that I found online to really talk about is Bugatti's new, I think it's called a Brouillon.
Yeah.
I put it in the notes for you as well.
Oh, let me look it up.
Yeah, I think it's called the Bugatti Brouillon.
Brouillard.
Yeah, that's right. And it is packing a powerful punch, non-electric.
I'm going to say 1,800 horse.
Very close.
Damn near.
Very close.
So it's pushing 1,600 horsepower with a 0 to 100 kmh at just about 2.4 seconds. And it is running the W16 that most Bugattis are running. Quad turboed.
Yeah.
4 turbos, for each one of the intake. And let's to the...
I think didn't I see the new Top Gear driving that? Where it's 2 turbos, and then when you get to a certain speed, the other 2 kick in?
That'd be really interesting. I don't know, because this was literally just released like yesterday.
Instead of it spooling all 4, I think 2 are on, and then when you get to a certain RPM under a certain load, the other 2 kick in.
That would make sense because I feel like
is that the Mistral?
Maybe.
So this was being compared to the Mistral. This was being compared as far as statistics go, because we still don't even have a top speed on this yet. This is a one-of-one hypercar as far as we know. So it will be cool to see a non-electric.
Yeah, they're keeping it internal combustion. Let's go.
Yeah.
Now Bugatti is still working on that V16. So I can't wait to see that thing come out in a car. But it better not look like this one, because this thing looks like a bug.
Does it?
That's exactly what I said when I pulled up the pictures, and he could vouch for me. I was like, it looks like a bug.
Pull up the pictures now.
Yeah.
And they're going to be up.
There it is.
Yeah, I'll hop them in there. Compared to last week, this week's kind of boring. Last week we were talking about the
new Ferrari.
Yeah, the new Ferrari. They're making a new Testarossa.
Yeah,
So,
I saw that. That's a hard name to follow.
Yeah, really.
It
Especially with how ugly they made the new one. But, we won't talk about that Ferrari. And then, like last week, they had that, the yellow edition of the WRX and the BRZ. And I was, like, really excited to see and talk about these cars. And this week, it's like, you get a Bugatti concept.
Yeah.
So, but as far as cars news goes, that's where we're at. And this is where we get to the good stuff.
You said you got news?
Yeah. So the Beams engine, which is right behind me, we finished part 4 of the teardown on that.
Yep, that'll be up
And
probably this week.
I've had a shopping cart at Battle Garage for a while with parts, and they're all special order, pay for it, wait months, and you get it. By the way, the clutch is here. It's right here in this box.
You got all your parts from JSP Fab, didn't you?
Yeah, they're all
John
here.
Ruskoff, you did?
Yeah. Yep. And shout out to John. I mean, the dude's an amazing fabricator.
Yeah. Yes.
So we actually bought one of his Corollas 12, 13 years ago when he was in San Diego.
One of his hatches?
Yeah. And it was a blacktop 20 valve turboed ITBs that he had encased into a manifold.
And 12, 13 years ago, ITBs were like a new concept. Like they weren't like new, but they weren't as popular as they are now.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, everyone likes the idea of ITBs now, but back then doing ITBs was like revolutionary.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see.
And Daniel, if you see this, shout out to you.
Oh, he's awesome. I've talked to him on the phone before.
John?
Yeah.
Yeah. And now he's in Washington. So he's actually like 40 miles from where I grew up.
I don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah, right? And so when I was emailing him back and forth and asking him about because I really wanted to do the F20 swap in the Corolla. That was what I had my heart set on the F20C or F20B. And that's what I wanted. I was not considering anything else. And then the realization that I'm not made of money kind of stepped into the picture, and couldn't find an F20 for under $6,000.
Man, I remember those things were $2,000.
Right. And it just became unobtainable because I'm on a budget. Like, I'm trying to rebuild this car. I've had this car for over 20 years, and I'm trying to rebuild it. And I'm trying to do it and not get divorced over it. So you only have so much money to play with, and it's a long process. I mean, as you can tell, the first video from this was over a year ago, and we're just now working on the motor. It's not a fast process, but I'm trying to be respectful to my wife's requests and not just go crazy. And because I have the credit cards available, I could just swipe the card and I could buy all the parts, and I could be done. I could have the car running in 2 weeks, but then I'd be sleeping outside. So, is it worth it?
You built that new shed.
Yeah.
It's got lights in it. Yeah, that's pretty fancy, dude. That's a fancy shed.
I mean, there's a part of me that's like, yes, it's totally worth it, because I could finally drive this car again. I haven't driven this car in over a decade, but there's the adult side of me that says it's not worth it. And this is where the part of MS videos you don't really see, we don't talk about much, is the responsible adulting side. Because we can have fun, we can go shoot guns, and it's kind of hypocritical, because 2 weeks ago I was talking about dropping $2,000 on a gun. But the difference is that gun, one-time purchase, and it's done. There's no more money going into that. This car, okay, let's just rough guy math on it. Finish the engine. I can do it cheap or I can do it right. That's a $7,000 difference.
See, that's the Drake's Garage way. We go through cheap. So that's what I always joke about. I'll build it as quick as I can, and then Nick with Automotive, who you guys will see at some point, he does the final touches on stuff.
Nick's great. Super creative.
He's a freaking
Shout out
genius.
to Nick.
Yeah, he's a freaking genius.
Nick, InMotive, check out his channel.
Yeah, he's a genius when it comes to 3D printing. But
yeah,
and his CAD designs and stuff.
Yeah.
With the beams, man, getting close.
No, it's close. So, anyways, I know I got off topic. I do that a lot, by the way. I was sitting there. We finished tearing down the motor to all the cosmetic and external pieces, and it's okay, what's next? Next is pull the oil pan. I already have the new oil pan. It's on the workbench.
On the workbench.
No, it's in the front seat of the car. So that's here. I don't need to buy it. But if I'm going to pull the oil pan, do I want to pull the oil pump, which means I'm replacing front main seal. If I'm doing that, I'm pulling the rear main seal. If I'm doing that, I might as well just pull the head off and change out the head gasket and put ARP studs. If I'm going to do that, I might as well take the pistons out and put lower compression pistons so I can boost it properly. But if I'm doing all of that, I might as well throw the rods in it at the same time.
Yeah, you'll be in it.
So, and there goes $10,000.
Yep.
Because every single part is custom ordered. Every single thing has a weight. It's not like you can go to AutoZone and buy parts for this engine.
At that point, you should have just done an F20.
Yeah.
At that point.
So we're not gonna kick me while I'm down. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go, okay, what's some realistic compromises here? So the shopping cart I have at Battle Garage, it's the full gasket set. It's the alternator bracket from SQ that pulls it in tighter, gets rid of all the extra just junk hanging off of there. It's a handful of parts that make this engine just fit in that car better. And then there's the Link ECU, the panic wiring harness, and then there's all that. Well, panic wiring harness is $2,000. That's where it. But they customize it to fit whatever you need. They don't charge you more for this plug or that plug. You just tell them what you got, they make it fit. And it's pretty much plug and play into the A86. If I do the gasket set, I stop where I'm at. I just replace all the gaskets that are on there. I put all the new parts on, and I take that with the JSP install kit. I put it in the car. I get it 2 inches cut off the driveline, front half shaft, and I start driving the car. That's where it's at. So I'm $2,000 into a ECU and wiring harness, and $1,000 into miscellaneous parts for the engine. They got some fluids, a little bit of metal work, and I'm into it. $5,000, the car's running, like done. But then I'm like, I really want to turbo it. Well, to turbo it right is rebuild the engine and build it. That's $10,000. And then I still have to do wiring. I still have to do ECUs. I still have to do other parts on the engine. So that's $15,000.
Easy.
Like when it's all said and done. I don't have $15,000. I'm looking right at the camera. I don't have $15,000 that I could spend that wouldn't cause problems at home. Like that's where I'm at. So then I'm like, well, all these parts are back ordered. They're not available. Well, Battle Garage just got a huge shipment of all these parts. They're all in stock, every single one. The gasket set, the HKS timing belt, it's all there. It's all available. Just pay, it'll be here in a week. Mm-hmm. Well, that's really tempting.
What's the final bill on that?
Well, I took out things that weren't relevant. They weren't necessary, and it's $1,100.
That's not horrible.
It's not. And I talked to Stephanie about it. So, and she's like, well, look, here's the deal. Like, we just got out of credit card debt. Like, we don't have any more debt. So if you're going to go into debt, like, I want new garage door opener. Like, I want to go with these garage door openers that go on the side of the spindle.
Oh, yeah.
They're so much quieter because every single time I open the garage door, the dogs go nuts in the house. This morning when you opened the garage door to drop off, dogs went absolute, like, crazy in the bedroom. Like, I don't want to deal with that. That is a first world problem to the extreme. I don't want to listen to my dogs going crazy over the garage door being opened or closed because I'm out here. Like, what time is it right now? It is 11 o'clock at night. I would love to have the garage door open, but if I open that door, dogs are going to bark. Mm-hmm. So I don't open the door. First world problem, I know, but
You can pull that handle down.
Yeah, I could do that.
But then when you latch it, it'll bang and
Yep.
it'll be the same.
So it's $2,000 to replace both this opener and then put one on that side that go onto the spindle. All done. Problem solved. No more noise. Whisper quiet. 45 decibel. Garage up and down. And Stephanie was like, all right, like I understand why, because it is a constant hassle with the dogs barking, but there's no way she's going to let me do that and put money into this car. Like, pick one. So all these parts all of a sudden miraculously became available. Like, this was like, oh, it's going to be months before I'm going to see these parts. So if I pay for them now, I'm not going to get there's no instant gratification. Like, I spend the money and I'm waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now there is instant gratification.
Now there is instant gratification, and it changes my whole philosophy on the build. Okay? If I'm speaking candidly, I can get the car running. I buy these parts, I finish the engine, I get the wiring harness and the ECU, I get it in the car, I start driving it. I'm having fun with the car. Get through winter, next spring, we're out there, we're trashing it up. We're just tearing it up with the car, having a blast. Then I order the turbo. Then I order the parts to rebuild the engine. I put the turbo on the car. I've already got the ECU that's tunable, retune it. Boom. Spend a little bit of money, get it turboed. Break the motor, which is going to happen when you overboost it. I've already got the parts to rebuild it. So 2 years down the road, rebuilt with turbo, but I get to drive it now. And it's available.
And drive it and do the interior, do
Yes.
the cosmetic stuff.
So that's where I'm leaning now. I know the last video filmed 2 days ago was like, I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to get the turbo kit. I'm going to do this, save the money. Now it's like, save even more money, but order it now. But here's the flip side. If I do that, she said, don't plan on spending any money for 6 months. On nothing.
I'll give you a loan. I'll give you a loan.
You heard it here first, guys. Matt from Jack's Garage, he'll give us the loan.
I'll give a loan. I will do it. I'll be your bad advice.
She's like, yeah, because I mean, I have the credit available. I could do it, but I'm really not trying to cause a problem with my home life. Like, I'm really not. Like, I caused a problem when I bought that SIG P211. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I got in some trouble for that because I don't.
Just to reel it in. So you're sitting at $1,100 in your cart at Battle Garage, plus $2,000 in wiring and ECU.
Yep.
So you're looking at a grand total of $3,500,
Yeah.
and the car's running
Yep.
in 3 weeks.
Yeah. Or 4. Panic said it's 3 to 6 weeks out on their harness because they custom make it.
Right.
So
we're waiting on the ECU at that point.
yeah, I already have the bracket to put the Link ECU in the car. Like I already ordered that from JSP. Shout out to John.
Dude, he's got so much stuff now.
So by November,
Yeah.
the car's ripping.
Yeah. A handful of miscellaneous little parts, like just like random things, like I still need to get a fuel pump, but a Walbro fuel pump is $95.
Yeah.
Like little things, but
That sounds like a let's do it.
yeah, it's easy to say when it's not your money.
Yeah. No.
I mean, it's like it's
Oh
easy
yeah, I get that.
because I want to do it. And this is me being extremely candid. I want to do it, but I've had the blessing from my wife for 2 days to do it, and I haven't done it yet because I want to make sure if I pull this card, I'm voluntarily castrating myself for anything else I want to do. But I'm still really, really tempted to do it because these parts have not been available. They've been back ordered, and now they're available. And if I just order them, then I have something to do for the next 2 months, putting this car back together, not waiting on anything. If I wait and they go out of stock, which they're going to do because they're not going to last, then it's 3 months, 4 months down the road. Now the money's available, no parts.
Skip the garage door openers. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
All right, fair enough. That's why I wanted to bring it up in front of the camera and actually tell you that like all the parts are in stock at Battle Garage, and Stephanie said I can order it.
Those garage door openers will always be available.
Yeah.
That stuff will not.
So hear me out.
Yeah.
I said this earlier when we were sitting over there and you said I was waiting till the cameras are on. I sent you a Facebook post for your dream car.
Yep. Which is the other part of that.
For $6,500,
Ooh.
you get an RX-7 FC Vert running. Make a worse decision.
So that brings me to the next part of what started to make me think that maybe I just skip the turbo altogether and I just go ITBs. Just keep it ITB, order the harness for the ITBs, and just end it right there. I just order the head gasket with the ARP studs. I take this engine just how it is. I slap all new gaskets, put the thinner head gasket, metal head gasket, ARP studs, tighten it down really good.
You know what we should do if we ITB it though?
Dude, that thing with over 200 horse is going to rip.
Oh yeah.
It'll rip.
No, but you know what we got to do if we run ITBs is we do the E85 conversion.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That would be a serious ripper then.
But even a stock beams with ITBs and a good tune, I mean, you're going to make 250 horsepower.
Minimum.
Like and I'm being reasonable with the numbers here. Like, yeah, 300 horsepower, but like realistically, solid 250.
Yeah.
Oh, to the wheel for sure.
Yeah, and that car that's over double what that car came with. Not double fake numbers, like an actual like twice as much horsepower.
Well, I'm pretty sure even the GTS came with what, 126?
Yeah, it was
Oh, the
100.
4AG? Yeah, if that, yeah. To the tire.
Yeah, they were fun.
And that's before all the weight reduction that we've done to it already.
Yeah.
The car sitting right now is 1,350,
1,400
pounds.
Yeah.
1,400 pounds with no engine, no drivetrain, but 1,400 pounds right now.
Yeah, my SR Corolla had, because I did an SR20 swap on it, Lee and I did. It's probably what, 220, 215, 220, and that thing boiled the tires off it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm missing the turbo sounds of my life. I'm missing that instant torque, just hit you, I'm missing that. But what I'm missing more is a FC Vert. And if I get this car done to where it's running and driving reliably, and I can take it out and enjoy it and just keep it. I've got an A86 that's running and driving with a Beams engine with ITBs set up to go out and thrash. And I just stop right there. And
I think you'll be happy.
And I just stop there. Now I can go to one of my dream cars, which Tim sent me a link and I actually looked on it, which sent me down a rabbit hole, by the way. Thank you.
Yep.
I spent an hour on Facebook Marketplace last night
As
looking
anyone
at
does.
RX-7s. And there's some I mean, I found all sorts of RX-7 verts.
Yep.
There was that, did you see that one 10th anniversary? That super clean white one? Yep. Oh, that thing was gorgeous, but it's a hardtop. I don't think they ever made the 10th anniversary in a vert. I don't think they came out with the vert till later. But
I'm a hardtop fan. I like hardtops.
Too. You know, if I ever get a C5, I'm going hardtop because I like the way that they look. I like the structural integrity. I like everything about it.
So you okayed yours. You would have to, especially if you're going to thrash it.
But if I'm gonna get, so I've had this built in my head for 20 years. I want an FC convertible with a B&N Sports kit, LS turbo.
Oh, LS swap, not 13B.
Nope. I love rotary engines, I do, but they are unreliable if you want to build massive power. They can make massive power and they're unlimited potential, but every single person I know that has one that's built them up to 400 or 500 horsepower, they're constantly breaking down. I don't want to deal with that. I want to be able to get in and go, whum, and take it out and thrash on it. That's what I want. And I love the look of the FC. I'm a huge Mazda fan. So here, throwback. You remember AOL, right?
Of course.
Okay.
I still remember my AOL Instant Messenger name.
Mine was Mazda Freak.
Yours was? Mine was GBH Drake 383.
Yeah. So
AOL was
MZDA
before me.
FRK, Mazda Freak.
That's how you talk to all the ladies, was an AOL. I'll tell you what. What's funny is, okay, side story. So what's funny is I would talk to girls in high school on AOL. We'd be flirting up a storm big time. But as soon as we got to high school, the next day, it was like they never even talked to me.
Yeah. Did they know it was you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like that conversation never happened. Like the rough stuff you said, and now you can't even make eye contact with me? Come on. And then we get back to the house and we're still chatting it up. Like, yeah, just good times. Yeah, so, AOL. Good times.
I met my second wife on AOL.
Did you?
Instant Messenger. That tells you something.
Before my time.
That was before me, too.
Actually, technically, it was after your time. You were technically born.
Yeah,
what year were you born?
2000.
Damn. Damn.
I turned 25 this year, man.
Yeah, good for you. Stay young. Stay young forever.
I get to rent a car in a couple months.
Yeah.
I would say your insurance rates will drop, but never mind.
Hey,
they don't drop?
As far as I know, my insurance rates did not go up because of that. Quick life update for the people that don't know. So I don't work at Domino's anymore.
Ooh, okay, all right.
I
got fired from Domino's.
I wanted a Domino's thing for the top of the Ferrari.
I can still get you one.
I wish.
Yeah, I bet.
I wish I'd kept it, but I did the right thing and I put it back because it's technically company property.
Correct. Yeah, don't get in trouble for that.
Yeah, so I got fired from Domino's because I got in a car accident while on the clock. I bumped into a lady on State going about 4 miles an hour. I put a crack in her bumper that cost after everything was done and paid for, $511.
You lost your job for that.
And they fired me for it. Because they didn't want the liability on their insurance. So, I now work at a gas station. And
which one?
The Jackson's right here in Star.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at that. You just told everybody where to go stalk you.
Hey,
we got a free burnout pad available.
I'm not going to confirm or deny that we do have a rather large parking lot. But yeah, no, I got a new job.
Yeah, good for you.
I get more money, double the money.
Mm-hmm.
I get benefits, all kinds of stuff. So as far as I see, I moved up in the world and I'm not looking back. But yeah, that happened. Yeah. But he was referencing, his insurance rates might drop, but realistically, I don't think anything's going to happen with it because of how insignificant it was. And I'll throw a picture into the video too of the damage that was done to her car. It's a scuff. It was so insignificant.
And there's the picture.
Yeah, it was so insignificant that the lady had 2 kids in the car, and she hopped out and she was like, I barely even felt it. Like, is everything okay? And I was like, yeah, because I was getting tailgated hard by some big old truck, and I was watching my rear view more than I was watching what was going on in front of me, stop and go traffic. And of course, she just hits the brake a little bit earlier than I was expecting. And that's all it was. But the lady was like, it's nothing, no big deal, because of how insignificant the damage was to the car. It was a 2024 Subaru, and after everything was done at the body shop, it was $511.
So you paid $511 to get a better job.
basically.
Yeah.
It worked out. It worked out.
I never even had to pay anything because it went through insurance, and my insurance rates didn't go up. Like, you know, well, obviously I'm stuck on a contract, you know, through insurance.
And I wanted
companies,
cheese. What is it? Cheese crust,
Oh yeah.
stuffed crust,
Yep.
quadruple pepperoni, and triple cheese. Man, that would be.
Oh, that
that
sounds
pizza would
amazing.
cost damn near what it would cost to fix the car.
Yeah,
But that sounds amazing.
it does.
So my favorite pizza is double pepperoni, triple cheese.
Really?
That is my favorite. And
I
I
freaking nailed it then.
like the little pepperonis, the cups,
Ooh, where it holds the oil.
and it curls up, and it just I love those.
You brush your teeth with that oil. Yeah, it's good stuff.
That's great for you.
Mine's Barnaby's back home in Northbrook, Illinois. A place called Barnaby's. Oh, it's the best pizza. I think Dave Portnoy gave it like a 8.6.
Really?
Oh, that's
8.7.
good.
Throw in a clip right here. There we go. Yeah, he does. Yeah. Dave Portnoy One Bite Challenge.
Yeah.
Give it like an 8.6 or something.
That's pretty good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Really good pizza.
Because he's fair with his judging, but if he doesn't like something,
Oh, yeah.
he'll smash it. He'll just be like,
So he did one. He was at a carnival, and the only thing they had there was it was like a year ago. It was like cheese pizza with pickles. Yeah. And the funniest part was everybody behind the counter was like, "Oh, is it good? Is it good?" And he goes, "It's pretty good, not too bad." And as he walks away, he goes, "It was a friggin' 0." Oh, it was brutal. It was carnival food, so it was okay. Yeah.
All right, so there's the update. I think I want to just get the Corolla running with the parts, make it reliable, make it fun. Because, trust me, a beams with ITBs,
Yeah, I think it'll rip. It'll
Yeah,
rip.
but right now, $3,500, a month and a half wait time, and we're driving it. That's so worth it.
See, that's the thing that a lot of people don't
That's so
understand
worth
is
it.
power to weight.
yeah,
It is the biggest thing ever. So like my S10 that I had, my first gen single cab short bed, had an LS in it, 300 horse, and that thing was bananas.
Yeah,
It was
like,
absolutely bananas. People don't understand.
yeah,
Like anything past 500 in a street car is useless.
yeah. Makes
But if you
great
turbo
smoky-
it, like turbo in it, especially like if you're drifting it or autocrossing, especially drifting, I mean, you got full power band whenever you want.
Yeah.
So that's the benefit of that.
It's more of a, I've always had fast turbo cars and I want another fast turbo car in my life, but I think I want just another car more.
Yeah.
And to do a turbo in that car, to do it right, on a Beams engine,
it's another
with-
$10,000. And
yeah, that's a whole nother car. Because I don't, like, yes, I have the 355 Challenge that I'm dead set on getting in the future.
Which I could find one for you pretty easy, actually.
Yeah, but their cost right now, they've gone back up a little bit. They're around 80 grand to 100, right? That's where they're coming in at. And I mean, I'm sitting here talking to you about $10,000 on this car, dropping 80 on a Ferrari. That's not going to happen right now.
That's years. that's years. But
But
you know, if you want a fast turbo car, you just turbo the Ferrari.
They hold boost. They do.
yeah,
There you go.
They do hold boost.
but I'm thinking, you know, FC. It's been my dream car for over 20 years. I could buy one for a paycheck, like just get the car, and then, you know, that's the beauty of like October is a 3 paycheck month. When you have that extra paycheck in that month, you have the freedom to do something that you don't normally get to do because your bills are all being paid off your first and your second check, and then all of a sudden you got this third check, and it's like, okay, how can I do the most good, or how can I have some fun? Like and you get them twice a year.
Yeah, I think we get like 2 months a year that has a 3
Yeah.
paycheck month.
Yep, and they're 6 months apart. So this year it was, well, it's October, and then it was like I think May,
Yep.
which isn't quite 6 months. It's like 5 months, but I think that's just how it fell. And then last year it was November, and then like May or June. So yeah, adulting problems, right? Like, oh, I get a third paycheck this month. What am I going to do with it? Be stupid and spend money on something I don't need to, but it makes your soul feel.
I think my
complete.
one of mine years ago was a gun safe. I had to buy a
Yeah.
gun safe. Yeah.
That's a good
That's a good one to
responsible
have.
purchase. Like, look, this is going to cost me $500,000-$600,000 that I don't really want to spend, but
Yeah, I didn't get a gun safe. I just needed it at that point.
yeah, smart, responsible gun owner.
I like guns.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
had to, got kids, so
Well,
got to put the guns away.
Now you got me thinking, man.
What?
I want you to pull the trigger so bad. Just
How much is the FC?
Well, the one he sent me was like 6,000,
yeah.
but I found a bunch of others for like $3,000. There's one for $1,200 in Portland.
Not
But-
running, I assume.
Not running.
Which you don't want it running if you're going to
No,
swap
because
it
I'm
away.
gonna LS swap it anyways.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, hey, if you've got an FC vert laying around with a blown engine, hit me up.
Which is pretty common.
Yeah,
That's pretty
it's a
common.
Make it
rotary.
as shitty as possible.
I just want a clean body. That's all I want. Clean body, clean interior.
Totaled,
No total.
rusted. Make it as hard for us as possible. That way it's as cheap as
Yeah,
possible.
Rust Belt car.
No. Ignore everything he just
All
said.
kidding, all kidding.
So, well, there's the update on the car stuff. I really think that the way to go is to just order the parts, get it coming, get this car done. By the end of the year, this car is running and driving, and it's good. It's done right, so it's reliable. And then start saving up for something more. Not that I don't love the Corolla. That's not the point. But you get it, right? You
Oh,
have
yeah.
multiple cars that you love. This is just one of the cars I love. I love this car because it's a driver's car.
Yeah, I was doing the math. I'm almost about to tap 100 cars that I've owned, and I was trying to figure out if I've had 3 Corollas or 2 Corollas. 8.6s.
Yeah, that's how many cars he's had. He's forgotten
Yeah, I think
how many of a certain type of car.
Lee would know. It's either 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I think it's 2. I think it's 2. 2 silver coupes.
Yeah.
Kooky coupes, yeah.
I'm at 5.
You got 5?
Yeah.
You're
That's
young.
number 5.
You got momentum. You got momentum on your side. You'll hit it.
I'll get there.
You'll get there. Yeah.
C4.
C5.
Get C5, yeah, C5.
C5. I mean, so like, you know, we I think it was week 2. We did a top, or no, it was week 1.
It was week 1. Yeah.
Our first episode, we did a top 5, and these lists are forever changing, you know. But I
Like top
did,
5 at like a certain budget?
No,
just
no.
Top 5 dream cars.
Oh, I got my
you know
list.
what? What are your top 5?
Yeah.
Top 5, okay.
Top 5 dream cars.
Like, let's say,
Okay.
like money's no issue, or like let's be reasonable.
Let's say the
I put
preface
a.
of-
Yeah, go ahead.
we put the preface down of realistic dream cars. So,
Okay.
because of course, like
A
on both of our
Koenigsegg,
lists,
right?
Yeah, like
there is
a
Koenigsegg.
like a Ferrari F50, right? Like
Yeah, like-
$3 million. It's not accessible.
It's not obtainable. It's
Yeah.
not realistic. Realistic would be Grand National, where you could, if you wanted to, get a hold of one, fork up the money, or a 32 Ford. Right?
So I'll keep it under 100,000.
Yep.
Okay.
Keep it under 100,000.
200.
Okay,
Yeah,
200.
200, yeah.
Okay, well it's Ferrari 512 TR would be number 1.
Oh.
Wow.
512 TR.
Really?
Yeah.
Number 1.
That's number 1.
Wow.
Like even if money was no object, 512 TR would be number 1 for me.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be number 1. Oh, I want a DeLorean.
Yeah.
That'd be in there.
Yeah.
I want a DeLorean, and I remember you could buy those things for $12,000. Now, an automatic one is $45,000, and a manual one is $65,000.
Yeah.
So if I sold the Ferrari, I'd get a DeLorean, but it would be DeLorean. So 512 TR, DeLorean. Another, because I had one, I want a T-top Trans Am again. I want a 76 or 77 T-top Trans Am.
Smoking the Bandit.
Smoking a Bandit car. I had one, sold it, never should have done that. That's the one I regret. Like out of
Yeah.
all the cars I've owned, that's the one I regret. Man.
All 3 of us have those. So
Yeah. You know, I'd probably be happy with those.
just those 3.
Just those 3. Like that would be a cool garage to have.
So we don't like 5 slots isn't enough for us.
Okay, so I'll go something crazy. Like, here we go. 300 horsepower, all-wheel drive Geo Metro. Like, Let's be obscure, right? Let's be.
Are we still rocking a 3-cylinder?
Oh, 100. You have to. You have to.
And there was take the 3-cylinder out of the new GR Corolla.
And there's a guy here in town that has a boosted Metro.
Really?
And it makes like 300 wheel.
Okay.
Does he run it at Firebird?
Well, hit up Lee. Lee knows him. And I don't want to say the name because it's probably going to be wrong and I don't want to throw his name out there, but hit up Lee. He would know. He would know the name of the guy. He also has a Cyclone and the Typhoon. And a couple Mark V Supras.
So, put it in perspective, Cyclone, Typhoon, these are like these are pillars. Like fastest production truck ever built.
Yeah.
SUV.
Essentially this.
These things, they were Grand National motors. They were 3.8 turbocharged, 6 cylinders from GM.
No, I think they were 4.3s.
I thought they were 3.8s.
I think they
were they 4.3s?
I think they were 4.3s. Yeah, they were Vortec 4.3s that were turboed.
Oh. Well, okay, excuse me for being wrong, but for some reason I thought they were...
And I could be wrong, but that's where Google comes in.
Well, yeah, we'll fact check that and we'll put it on the screen. But yeah, for some reason I thought it was the same 3.8. But if it's a 4.3, that makes sense.
I think it's a 4.3.
I thought the 4.3 came out after they released those, which is just a 350.
I think they were like, what, 93s?
The 1991 GMC Cyclone was powered by a 4.3 liter turbocharged and intercooled V6 engine, the LB4.
Was it like 240 horse?
Came out to 280 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque.
See?
Yeah.
Torque wins races, horsepower sell cars.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know, top 3, top 5.
To interrupt for just 1 second, the same guy has Mark V Supras,
Yes.
a Cyclone, a Typhoon,
And a Turbo Metro.
and a Turbo Geo Metro. That is such a baller move to just be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't even care. You know what?
Oh, they're swearing in this podcast. All right, that takes it to a new level.
I try not to swear too much, but yes, it does.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. But, like, I'm not even going to get my fast cars. I'll beat you in my Geo. Like, that's just such a baller, like, slap your fucking face with a dick, like, move.
Yeah.
Just like, this is insult. Like, I love it. I love it. Yeah. I haven't even met this guy. I don't know his name, but I want to meet you now.
Lee will fact check. He will fact check all this, and that's totally fine because he knows him personally.
Yeah.
This is just word on the street is what this guy owns. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The word on the street is.
So I don't know if his list has changed. Mine is forever evolving in the top 5 category. But number 1 is always the same. It is an R32 GTR. That is the number 1 dream car. And I have a goal set for myself by the time I'm 30, I want to have one. So
that's a reasonable goal.
Like, I want to have a real R32 GTR. Not a GTST, not a 4-door. I want an R32 GTR.
There's a 4-door in town.
I know.
Did you see the R34?
Yeah.
The GTS?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not
like,
the...
You could finance one.
Yeah, but like...
Well,
I don't have the credit for that, but like, realistically, that's number 1. And that's the dream car. Like, I go to sleep dreaming about an R32 GTR. Number 2 is probably still 87 Grand National.
Yeah, those are cool.
They're beautiful.
Dope car.
Cool cars. Number 3 is still a C5. Now, that probably is different
That's different from
my last list because I completely spaced on the C5 even being... But I want a C5 Corvette.
I mean, I don't think you can buy any more car for the money.
No, realistically?
15 grand, front engine, rear-wheel drive,
15
LS.
grand for like a mint.
Yeah,
you can
6-speed.
You can find some ones that are a little beat up. You know, maybe they got some faded paint or whatever. 9 grand. Like, and you get
It's a lot of car for the money.
Yeah.
It is.
It's honestly the most car you can buy for the money, I think.
It's a smart play.
And I don't want to do a lot to it either. I just want to lower it because it looks super good, super low to the ground. Maybe get some wheels for it and just ride it.
Oh yeah.
And that's all I want to do with the C5. I'm trying to remember what my number 4 was. I think I put some kind of truck on the list, and that's still there, but I do want to remove that and promote the E30 M3 and the 190 Evo. That was my number 5. I want to put that at number 4 because I truly, genuinely love both those cars, and they're tied. Like, I could take either one, and they were competitors at one point, you know? But the E30 M3 and the 190, the Mercedes 190 Evo, they're just beautiful looking European cars.
Oh yeah, the 190E Cosworth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so cool. And
It's definitely a dream car.
I genuinely love boxy looking cars. So
Yeah, I love 80 shit boxes.
yeah, like everything,
Oh yeah, they're my dream cars.
everything about those cars is, it's like, yeah, I'll take one of those. And I think the more I think about it, I really want like an old school Datsun, like a 240.
Like a 510?
Yeah, a 510, like a Bluebird, or a like a
240Z.
240Z. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, and Motive. Nick just sold his.
240Z was the first car as a passenger I ever got scared in. It was a purpose-built race car, 240Z. This dude had everything done to it, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever, right? He hit the cloverleaf at 500 and 205 interchange at 95 miles an hour and didn't even squeak a tire. That thing, and I was just like, oh my God, this thing just stuck this thing at 95. First time I ever genuinely got scared as a passenger was in a 240Z.
Quick interim here for a second for the people that don't know what the cloverleaf is. It is 4 270-degree turns
Yeah.
that are connected to each other.
So it's SR 500 and Interstate 205 in Vancouver, Washington, and where they cross over each other, the freeway has an off ramp and an on ramp for every single one. So it's called the cloverleaf.
Can you link them?
Yes.
Yep.
So when he was a young pup, I used to take him on night drifts instead of nighttime stories, and we would
In
take
this
the
car.
Corolla
In
right
this
here,
car.
and I would go hit the cloverleaf and drift it and link all four of them. So up the freeway, down the freeway, up the freeway, down the freeway, and
Yeah.
then drive back home, and that was his nighttime story. And it was just a cool little thing. But that, realistically, 60 miles an hour, you could hit that in most cars at 60, but 90 was a whole nother level, and
the
95.
and the not screaming tires.
Because, I mean, I used to hit that, 80, 90 miles an hour, but it was like the car was screaming. Like, I'm not built for this. And that 240Z stuck it and made me literally go, holy shit, this thing can fucking handle
What
it.
motor was in it? Do you know? Do you remember?
I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. Because
Was factory like an L88 or something?
It was some slow 180 horsepower, like inline.
it was, everything was suspension on that car.
It has to be, yeah,
It
for
was
sure.
also, every single
Suspension, wheels, tires.
Yep, and
just
that
set
thing just, it wasn't particularly fast in a straight line, so I don't think it had too much engine in it, but it was set up to run, like it was a purpose-built track car, like he road raced it. But I think he road raced it. Now, I could be completely wrong. This was 20 years ago. Like, I don't even remember the guy's name that had the car, but it was a full-on track car, but I think he raced it in a spec class, so he could only do certain mods. But the way he had it built out,
It was meant for that.
it shook me. I still remember to this day. Like, I remember the first time I ever got scared as a passenger. This was, and I don't think I'll ever forget it. Like,
Yeah.
the first time I ever went, holy crap, I could die right now.
I think my first car fun memory was I had an uncle, or still around, Uncle Jeremy. He had a Chevy S10 digital dash. I remember that, and it was black. And my dad was following us. My dad had an Audi or whatever. My dad is following us, and it's nighttime. My Uncle Jeremy's driving. I'm sitting in the passenger seat, and he goes, "You want to see a burnout?" I was like, "Let's do it." He lit the tires off this thing for like 45 seconds.
Is he rolling burnout?
No, just sat there, just cooked them at a four-way stop. Shredded the tires on this thing. We get to my grandparents' house. My dad doesn't show up. My dad doesn't show up for like another 15 minutes. And Jeremy's like, "Greg, where were you?" He goes, "I was way behind you." "That wasn't you behind me doing a burnout?" He goes, "No, that wasn't me." So he just roasted some old people behind us. Just cooked them in smoke for like 45 seconds. My dad goes, "It wasn't me." He's like, "Oh, okay, sorry."
That's great.
He wasn't even there, yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
Those people were sitting at that four-way stop for a minute waiting for
It's
that
good.
to clear out.
Oh yeah, he shredded the tires on it. Absolutely just cooked the tires on this thing. Yeah.
The windshield wipers, rolling the window down, trying to
Oh
look.
man.
Yeah.
The whole intersection was smoke. I remember it was nighttime, the whole intersection was smoke.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But I was like, it wasn't me. I was not behind you.
I mean, I genuinely cherish the fact that one of my first fun car memories is that car. But it's also like...
Yeah, it's cool that you still have it, right? Like, you're not going to get rid of it.
One of the last
I'll never get rid of
fun
it.
car memories I have, too. Because I haven't seen this thing run since I was 7. So, seeing it come to life, being able to work on it, and bring it back to life with him, this is a whole new experience that I'm genuinely excited to be a part of.
Is this like your first actual build?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like actual, like working on an engine. This is the first for me, and I'm super excited to be doing it.
Yeah, so when I had the shop going, back in the day, Tim would come to the shop and hang out, but it was a business. So I didn't let him tinker on the cars. He just hung out and he learned and he got to experience the environment. But I wasn't letting him turn wrenches and things like that at that point. Now I trust him, to turn wrenches and know that there's a limit, When you've worked on cars a long time, you know that there's that threshold. Like that's how much torque I need. More, I could do more, but I shouldn't.
Oh, there's so many cars I built that never touched a torque wrench.
You just, no, that's good.
When righty-tighty goes righty-loosey.
Yeah. And he's at that point now where I believe if I'm like, hey, get it snug and then give it a little extra. Like he knows what that means. So I don't have to explain to him, go grab a torque wrench and put 23 foot-pounds of torque on it.
Yeah.
Because, it's a life skill. You learn it through doing it. And
I took shop class.
yeah, like now I can just be like, hey, tighten that down. And I know it's going to be tight. I don't have to question it. I don't have to guess. I don't have to go.
Grown men in the shop that weren't tightening things down.
Hey.
Or you have people that won't put a cotter pin through a castle nut.
We're just going to stop talking about that. Hey, you know who you are. If you see this video, that was not a dig at you. I love you. Just going to leave it at that.
Next subject.
Man. There is no good way out of that except a lie. So I'm just not going to lie. We're just going to move on.
Okay, all right. That was not towards you or anybody.
No.
I promise you. Like,
No.
I have gotten cars that don't have cotter pins through castle nuts. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's like a ball joint. And you're like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Shit, that's what happened on my Prelude. Fucking castle nut just came right off.
Really?
And dropped the whole lower control arm and shot across 3 lanes of traffic.
Yeah.
That was ultimately the reason I had to get rid of it, was because it was going to cost too much to fix it. So, still breaks my heart. I wish I still had it.
When you get you a first gen Miata and boost it.
Fun fact, my girlfriend, she is in love with Miatas, obsessed with them. She wants one so bad. And I was like, cool, let's get one.
Yeah.
And then let's LS swap it. She won't know what it does, but I will.
Yeah.
Just start slow. Get an old one, take out the 1.6, put the 1.8, right? A couple of hop-up parts.
What do you mean? We'll just put the beams in it.
That's what I did to my first one. Was we did a 1.6 and then we did a 1.8 swap and then we boosted it.
Yeah.
It was on a T25 at like 15 pounds. That thing ripped.
Dude.
That thing ripped.
Well, T25 is a small turbo, so spinning it like that, it got there quick.
Yeah, it friggin' ripped.
Yeah. T25.
And then my other one I turboed, I think it was a TD04 16G turbo.
That's a big turbo.
Yeah.
TD04, I mean, if you're a DSM guy, you know what the TD04 is.
I think it was at like 8 or 9 pounds. But be honest, with 200 horse.
Yeah. So I know a little bit about your backstory.
Ask away. This is where I'm an
So-
open book.
Yeah. You're not new to the exotic game.
No.
So explain to me how you grew up with exotics.
Okay. Man, where do we even start with that? So I grew up with my dad telling me stories about his Ferrari that he had. He had a red 308 that he bought new in La Jolla, California. So my dad was in sales his whole life. So he was like, I don't know, 26. He's either 24 or 26. He went to La Jolla Ferrari, bought one brand new, said, I'll be back in 8 hours. I want this car done. And he bought the car. And then he sold it when my brother was born in 1985. He actually used that car as a trade-in or a down payment on a house. So for years, all I heard about was this 308. And his friend Bill Tate had all the great cars, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Porsche, stuff like that. And then my dad was able to get back into the market. So this is like 03, 04.
Okay.
So I was like a sophomore in high school, freshman in high school. And he was looking at 308s again because the market dropped, right? So you can buy a 308 now for $30,000 instead of the premium price of $100. So the market tanked, and he saw his original Ferrari on eBay Motors.
Like his exact one.
His exact one that he had in the 80s, his first one. And he always told me that the driver door never fit right. Like he would open a door and it would just drop just a little bit because they're hand-built cars.
Yeah.
And everything that he told me about the car was in the ad. And then my dad recognized the VIN number and he goes, "That's my original car." So he actually came across it and I was like, "Do you want to buy it?" And he goes, "No, I'm never going to buy this thing." And the silver one came for sale. And my dad told me if this car does not sell, he's going to buy it. And the car did not sell. So he bought it. So I didn't know this. So I'm in high school, right? So I'm in class and I get a call down to the dean's office. So this is how it started. I get called down to the dean's office and my dad is standing there. And I'm like, this probably isn't good. Like, this is probably not a good thing. And my dad goes, "Matt, the car did not sell. Let's go get it." I'm like, "Really? Like that?" He goes, "Like that." He's like, "I got a blank check in the car. We're gonna go get it." So we got.
I ever got called down to the principal's office with my dad. There was when I was in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we get to the house. He had an Audi. He had an Audi at the time. So we went to the house. He grabbed a check. We got on a train. By the way, don't ever do that. If you can, fly, because trains are the worst. And we took a train to Pittsburgh, bought the car from a guy named Sanel.
Are you in Illinois at this point?
Yep, we're in Illinois. So we take a train to Pittsburgh, and my dad buys the car. Now, this is a story in itself. Okay, so he buys the car, garage door opens, and now he's already had one 308 before, so this is his second 308. Garage door opens, and the guy's name is Sanel, and he went bankrupt, and he had to sell all of his stuff. And the guy goes, "Do you want to test drive it?" My dad goes, "Nope, I want to buy it right now." He's like, "You don't want to test drive?" He goes, "Nope, let's do the deal. Let's get it done." So my dad put the blank check in front of him, and my dad said, "Put a number on it." And he put a number on it, and it was a reasonable number. It wasn't anything crazy. Obviously, it was more than what it was advertised for, and it didn't sell. It was somewhere around that number. So he bought the car, and we leave. And as we're leaving, we hit the freeway. My dad gets on it. Like, he absolutely gets on this car. You know, it's only, it's carb rated. It's a 308, 3-liter, 8-cylinder, so it's 240, 245 horse. But he just lets it eat.
Of course.
Yeah.
Guess what happens?
It blew.
Nope.
Oh.
Gas pedal got stuck.
Oh, shit.
Gas pedal got stuck to the floor. The right thing to do would just kill the car. But what he did was he stood on the brakes. He stood on the brakes, slowed it down. We pulled off at a gas station, which was the right move at the time because it's pitch
Still
black.
redlining, I assume,
Well,
as this is happening.
No,
Well,
it's just smoke. It's
yeah. Because the last thing he wanted to do was kill the car being on the side of the freeway. We get hit, right? It's pitch black. So we pull into the gas station, and at this point, he would lose his brake pedal. He boiled the brakes on it. So he calls the guy, and his name was Sanel. And Sanel's like, "I'm going to send a guy down there real quick." So his mechanic came to the gas station. We're only like 3 miles from his house. And the mechanic showed up and said, "Oh yeah, this car only has 20,000 miles. The linkage gets stuck on the carburetors." So they go, "Oh, okay." So the guy literally kicks the gas pedal, undoes the linkage on the carburetor, and then we head home. And I was like, "Are you going to sell the car?" He goes, "Nope, I'm keeping it." And then after, because it sat for years, it sat for like 15 years before my dad bought it, he just slowly went through the car. So I got to grow up around it. And yeah. And then my dad's friend, Bill, had a Diablo and a bunch of other cars. And yeah, that's kind of my introduction to him.
Okay.
But family history, my great uncle Toby used to own Ferrari West in Monterey, California.
Oh.
So he, had all the cars, and how my dad got involved with it was my dad had a Corvette at the time, went out to Monterey to visit him, and he picked him up in a black 308.
Went to Laguna Seca.
He's been to Laguna Seca, but, and that's how my dad fell in love with Ferraris. And at that point, he knew he was going to own one.
Yeah.
And then that's when he bought his red one. Yep.
That's cool.
So like quick history there,
Yeah.
but that's what got me involved. So growing up around the cars, and then I just had to have one, right? I got the bug big time.
Yeah. I've got the bug
Yeah.
I want.
Me too.
Yeah. So that's like my quick introduction of how I got involved. And
So,
then
but you started out with Chevys. What was your first car?
my
What was
first
your
car, 1990 Honda Accord, and I bought from the head
Nice.
principal at the high school for
Nice.
$900. Yep.
Same principal that called you down?
Probably. Probably. Yeah. It was a 1990 Honda Accord. I had that, lowered it, of course.
CB7.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So yeah, my first car was that 1990 Honda Accord that we got from our head dean at the high school. And then after that, I sold it to my buddy Tony for like $200. I lowered it, right? Had to do all the lowering to
How
it.
did you lower it?
Cut the springs.
Okay.
So I cut the springs on it. I sold it to my buddy Tony for like $200, and then later on, like a year or two later, he sold it to my brother for like $150. But my first actual car I bought that I liked was a first gen Miata. That was my first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my first car was a 1997 Honda Prelude
Yep.
with an H22 blue top.
23.
H23, that's right. And a H23 AB, so it was the blue top with the VTEC that I bought off him. And he acquired that car through a trade. If you want, you can tell that story.
So, I've always liked the IS300. I thought it was just a really cool car.
Coincidentally, the
Yeah.
Japanese,
2J.
Yeah.
Yep.
so the Japanese twin, the Altezza,
Yeah.
is what runs
The beams.
Yeah.
So, I was looking for a daily driver, and I was like, I want an IS300. And came across one that was a really good deal. Went down,
Fantastic deal.
bought it, owned it for one day, took it down, got the windows tinted so that it would be less blaring in the Southern California sun. Drove out to Fillmore to get the title because it didn't have the title paperwork correct. It had all the right stuff, but I had to file it all. So went out to Fillmore because the DMV didn't have a long line. Did that. Day two, I'm driving it.
I think we need to touch on how great of a deal this car was real quick. So it was a 2006 blue IS300.
No, this was 2004.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, it was an 04 blue IS300 with perfect paint. Everything about this car was mint. It was a 6-speed manual.
No, this was automatic.
I thought it was the manual.
No, that's how I got a good deal because it was automatic. Because I wanted a manual. I was like, I'd
Yeah.
have to have a manual, but this was an automatic, and I was like, well, you know what? I'll deal with it. I can swap it later. Like, it's not a big deal.
That kind of lessens the deal for me. I thought it was a manual. I thought that was like one of the greatest selling points of the car. But anyways, this car had under 100,000 miles on it,
Yeah,
and it was fantastic condition for what it was. And you paid
$2,600 for it, like a smoking deal.
Even
but,
if it's automatic.
but it didn't have the title in hand. It had seller's paperwork. There was.
Yeah,
It was
big
like,
sale.
I'm rolling the dice here.
Yeah.
I could get burned, but I have the car, I have the keys, and I have the seller's paperwork. And so I paid the dude the money. I met him in a parking lot. Stephanie drove me down there. Met him in a parking lot. Bought the car from like Garden City or not Garden City, Garden Grove,
Yeah.
something like that, and took it home. Got the windows tinted. Got the title. Now I'm like, okay, it's legal.
Yeah.
I got plates. I'm good. It's my car. Got insurance on it. I had that car for 4 days and totaled it. I fell asleep driving home from work and it rear-ended a fireman at a red light and destroyed the car. Like
Like a fire truck?
No, like a fireman in his personal car. He was
Oh,
a
like
fireman.
off duty.
It was a Toyota Highlander that
Yeah.
rear-ended.
And I felt horrible because, it was like 5 or 6 in the morning. I'd been working all night. I was tired. Dropped a buddy off at home, and then I was like, oh, I'm good. I'll drive home. Nope. Fell asleep, ran right into the back. Never even touched the brakes. 45 miles an hour. I woke up to the airbag smacking me in the face.
So what happened to him? Was he fine?
He was okay. I mean, he ended up getting a chipped tooth, and like
Banged up a little bit?
Yeah, just not bad. He said, he was fine, but I had to pay for some dental work. because it chipped his tooth, and his car was smashed up. So it was expensive, but that's what you have insurance for. You know, don't drive tired, obviously, but that's what happened. Well, I only put liability on the car because I bought it for $2,600. I'm like, you know, should have had full coverage because I would have got like $6,000 back. Anyways, I take the car, I pick it up from the tow yard, it's sitting on a trailer, accordioned, and I'm looking online, and this guy that lives in the same town as me is like, oh, I'll trade you. I got this 97 Prelude. And I'm like...
For the totaled IS?
Yeah, because he was going to repair it. He wanted it for a family car. He was a mechanic. He knew how, he knew what he was doing. And so I'm like,
running car for a totaled one?
So I drive over to this dude's house, and it's got a couple issues, but it starts, it drives. It's a Prelude.
Was it white?
No, it was like a green, like a forest green.
Yeah, so it's actually probably one of my favorite paint codes that Honda ever produced. It was called Eucalyptus Green, and it was specific to that year, that model. And it was this like grayish with hints of green that came out in the sun. It was super
Picture
cool.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put
Picture
one
right
up.
here.
But like,
I'm that guy today.
Hey, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
I grew up loving Hondas, you know, and then I get a Honda. And Preludes were under the radar for me up until he got it. And then I was like, that is such a good looking car. Like, I really like it. And at some point in my teenage years, I was like, I need a car. You have this car. I like this car. So I bought it off of him.
Yeah, why not?
And that was how I acquired my first car.
That's actually how I got my 1990 Accord from the principal. Was my dad actually bought it from him, and then my dad gave it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got my license, and my dad's like, well, here, just take this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in need of a pickup, and I had this. I still had the Durango the whole time, but I needed a pickup truck to move dartboards because I had the dartboard business on the side, and so I needed cash. Tim had a little bit of cash put away in a Coogan account from when he worked in doing movie stuff, and I was like, you can close out the Coogan account and buy this car off me. I'll sell it to you cheap, but I'm not going to give it to you because I just, my belief is kids need to pay their way, not just be given stuff. More of a principle thing than
I got a good story on that.
Okay. Paying your way.
Yes.
Okay. So I told him I'd sell it to him cheap, and I'd let him make payments. So he put a deposit, started making payments, gave him the car. I went and I bought a truck, a 2003 Ford Ranger, and which Tim ended up buying that one later.
The funny thing is, all three cars that you just said, I owned.
Yeah.
So my first car was the 97 Prelude.
Yeah.
And that is the car that I regret to this day getting rid of.
Yeah.
I got rid of it partly because I couldn't afford to keep fixing it, and partly because my girlfriend didn't want me to keep putting the money into it. My girlfriend at the time didn't want me to keep putting money into it. So I traded that 97 Prelude for a 97 Blazer. That was a piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
And you learned, don't listen to the girlfriend.
Yeah.
If you're married, it's different, right? But
Yeah.
the girlfriend's...
Well, I had been with her for 4 or 5 years at this point. I was living with her. I had her word meant something.
Yeah, okay, that
point
makes
in my
sense.
life. But yeah, no, that is the one that I regret the most getting rid of. I traded it for this 97 Blazer that was a piece of junk. I ended up, I truly don't know whatever happened to that car. I just
No, it got
left
impounded.
Yeah, I just left it. I'm pretty sure it got impounded, and I just never went and did anything with it. Because the same week that it had gotten impounded, I had bought the Durango off of him.
Yeah.
Well, how long ago was this? So that car's long gone then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been
car's
auctioned off and it's gone.
Yeah, and it was something stupid, like it was parked illegally. It was in front of the apartments
Yeah.
that she was at. They towed it, and then the tow bill to get it out would have been like hundreds, if not $1,000, to get this busted ass fucking Blazer out. And so I was
I
like,
had just gotten my tax return at this point, and I was like, I can either pay the stupid amount of money to get this, or I can buy the Durango.
I was like, I'll sell you the Durango. Now, I've had this Durango since like 2000. This is like 2021, 2022.
Oh, you've had it for that long?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had accumulated like 300 and...
Yeah.
I bought it off you at 318,000 miles.
Yeah. So I sold it to him cheap, but not for free because that's how I work.
Yeah, I gave you $3,300 for
That was including the stereo.
Yeah, and that was
Because I said I'll sell it to you for 25 without all the stereo and everything. Because I was like, I'll keep it, right? But I was like, you really want the stereo? I'm gonna make you pay for it. Because that's
So I gave you my entire tax return,
Yep.
$3,300, and I bought the Durango, which had 318,000 miles on it.
But now, granted, I've had it since it had 38,000 miles, and I've done every single lick of maintenance on that thing.
So I knew that it ran good, and I knew that it was good, and I fully trusted that vehicle.
It's making me look really bad right now.
You're not going to know. I mean, it's 318. You never know if it's going to go 500 or if it's going to let go right then and there.
Yeah, and nothing that happened to the truck was ever his fault, but the transmission and the transfer case both blew at the same time.
Both were rebuilt, by the way.
Yeah, both had been rebuilt previously.
Were you at like 4 high on the freeway?
No. I was in the...
Wasn't it the drive line that went? The U-joint went and that caused the damage?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what... So what had happened is the rear yoke that holds the driveline in place to the differential, those went. And the drive... I had driven like a 16th of a mile. I was going, 60 on the highway. I needed to get off the road when that went.
Yeah, the
So
drive
that-
shaft just
it was
catastrophic.
Yeah, it was
And
bad.
that damage, I'm pretty sure, is what caused the damage to the transfer case and the transmission a few months later. Because of those going out, the repair costs on that was gonna be
astronomical.
Yeah.
It was going to be like $7,000. or
Yeah,
something
it's
like
not worth
that.
it.
Yeah.
So I
So I sold him the freaking Ranger.
yeah. So
I sound like the worst parent in history right now. Oh, jeez.
granted, I did get something like 15,000. I remember selling the Durango to some dude who collected Durangos and like Frankenstein Durangos together.
What a hobby.
But yeah,
What a hobby.
He bought the Durango off me for I think it was like $900 or something like that, and I bought another car off of him. This is car number 4 at this point, 3 of which I bought off him, and this is the 2003 Ford Ranger, and it was a manual.
And it was less than 200,000 miles.
Yeah, it was like 197 when I bought it off of him, and I bought that for I don't know $1,000 or something like that. It was agreed upon to be more, but I was a terrible kid and I didn't pay my dad.
Yeah.
To be fair, it was more about the principle of it than it was collecting the money. So it was making him accountable, making those payments, delivering on your word.
Yeah.
Was more of the principle
Having a
of it.
responsibility.
That's what it was all about for me from the beginning. Because I was going to just write off the cost of the cars. But I was like, how long can I ride this out and make him feel like he has to pay his bills? Like from a dad, that's what I was doing. It's like, I'm going to ride your ass to make you pay these bills. Not because I need the money. It's because I want to make you a better person. And that's what I did. So the only car he ever paid full price for, to be fair, was the Durango.
And that's because I had all the money at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the other
One lump
cars,
sum.
they were never paid in full. And I'm totally fine with that. I do not hold it against him one
You
bit.
get labor out of them with the Corolla.
Exactly.
Labor.
Like-
there you go.
And it's made him responsible to work. Guess what? He goes to work, he pays his bills. That's a win for me. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
So
But when I bought the Ranger, it was at 197 or something like that, and I got another 20,000 miles out of it. But the reason that the Ranger died, and this was right when we were getting ready to move here.
yeah.
So luckily timing was on my
Like,
side.
what, like
with this.
2 years ago then, right? How long have
Yeah.
you guys been here now? About 2 years?
A little over a year now.
Yeah. We moved here a year and a half ago.
But this was a month before we were moving here.
Yeah.
I was driving home from my ex-girlfriend's house. This is the same girlfriend that moved up here with us. I was driving home from her house, and I was going up this big-ass fucking hill that crosses from...
Were you on the one?
No, this is the...
Were you going through Calabasas or were you going Ventura?
what is the name of the fucking highway that you always take from Ventura to Santa Cruz?
126.
126.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you're
that's what
going-
I was thinking.
Yeah, so you're coming from Ventura, and right before you cross into Simi Valley, there's this massive hill, and this is a 3-point slow, right? That's what it was. The 3-liter. It was the 3-liter V6 in this
Freaking
thing,
powerhouse.
and it was not. I don't remember if it wasn't running all that well or what, but I hit this hill and the fucking truck just goes and just fucking died.
Did you just drool on yourself?
I sure did. But that was
It animated the story.
that was
Yeah.
an
Animated story.
That was an accurate representation of what happened to that truck. Is it literally just fucking shit itself on this hill?
That's it.
Yeah. And I pull over, I get it towed home, and after some quick diagnostics, both the head gaskets went.
I was about to guess head gaskets, man. That's I
Both the head
was about to
gaskets.
say head gaskets.
Both the head gaskets went on this fucking junker, Ford Ranger. And at that point, I was like, I'm not even gonna bother looking for another car. We're about to move. So I was just getting rides or Ubering to work.
What'd you do with that thing? You just give it away at that point?
So I sold it to some company online that buys junk cars for like $900.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what got me through to moving here.
So we it was more than a couple months because we were still in Arleta at that point, and then we moved back to Santa Clarita, and then we moved from Santa Clarita up to here like 2 months later,
Yeah.
and
But-
so there was a couple month gap there.
Yeah, but I was doing Ubers or getting rides
Yeah.
to get to work. Or
So-
taking the train if I had to.
Yeah.
Trains were cheap. It was like $1 to get.
I was
to
working
Yeah.
I was working in Glendale at the time, so I would drop him off on the way down. So we'd leave Santa Clarita, cross over into the valley, and I would drop him at one of the bus lines or something,
and
so
it-
he could get to work off the bus, and I could just keep going
So you
south.
drop them off at a bus, potentially get a disease, and then leave
Especially in
them.
the
And then
valley.
leave them.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I probably contracted a couple of things, but it's,
And then I would just jump back on the freeway and keep going
Not
south.
only were you helping him financially be responsible, you boosted his immune system.
There you go. Drake's Garage, everybody, check him out.
2 for 1 is what that was.
but yeah, that's the story of every car that I owned up until the TSX.
Which we made a deal when. I sound like a really bad parent when I say it out loud, but I told him, I said, look, you can come up with us to Idaho. Like, I would love to have you there, but there's ground rules, right? So I laid these rules out 6 months in advance. If you go, you have to move out into your own place before we move into the new house. Like, that's the
New
rule.
house being the current house.
Yeah, the house we're in right now.
Yeah, this one.
And this was a we don't want to enable just poor choices. We want you to go. We want you to be there, but we want you to do it on your own. So if you're going to go, you have to move out within 4 months. Like that's the plan. And he did. And it was all good. But immediately after moving here, like within the first day, I was like looking at a map and looking at where the house is versus where the rental house was, and it's like, oh, it's not that far. Like,
Yeah, looking at a map in California, you have no idea the scale of Treasure Valley.
yeah,
And then you get here, and it's like for me to get, because I transferred job, I was working at Amazon in California, and I just directly transferred to the Amazon here. To get from the Caldwell house where you live
Yep.
to my Amazon job, it's a 30-minute drive.
yeah.
And there's no buses.
We,
out.
Yeah.
we thought there was buses.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, you can just take the bus to work. Like, it's gonna be all good. No, day one, there's nothing. There is nothing but cows and corn for 25 minutes.
Yep.
And that's what you get. So immediately was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work.
You gotta find a car.
We gotta get him a car. So talked with my wife, Stephanie, and we discussed it. He said he will pay. I felt sincere because he did exactly everything he said he was going to do.
Yeah,
had done.
and he moved his life from California
And-
to
and-
here, like trusting you guys
Yes.
to do the right move.
And everything he said he was going to do, he did. So I'm like, all right. So we gave him the money to buy the TSX. And we looked at a handful of cars before we bought that one. But I was like, look, it's a Honda. It's going to be reliable. It needs a paint job bad. It's not in good shape, but it's a fairly decent car with high miles. But you know what? This is a perfect car for somebody who's trying to get going. So we loaned him the money, and he paid us back immediately.
It's been problem free since you've owned it, right?
No, it's had some issues.
It's, it's a used car.
Okay, as far as mechanical goes, thing still runs like a fucking champ. It has 307,000 miles on it.
Jeez, how many miles have you put on that thing?
Over 30 in about a year.
Just keep oiling it.
Yeah, no, I get an oil change every 5,000 miles.
Yeah,
I've done
perfect.
6 oil changes on the car. But yeah, so we bought the car from some dude in Cuna. It was a nice house. It was a nice neighborhood. The guy was really cool.
No, it wasn't Cuna, was it?
Yeah.
I thought that was South Nampa.
No, it could have been, but it
That's
was...
we have a short up on the dude's house. He has a C10, a C10,
Yeah.
long bed, twin turbo, like beast.
Yeah, we'll pull up the short for you later, Matt.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Pull it to short. No, we can't do. Copyrights, we can't do that.
That's our own video.
Oh, it's your guys' video.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. So we put up a short while we were at this guy's house buying the TSX. He's like, oh yeah, you guys want to check this out? We go into his garage, and this guy has this beautiful C10.
Yeah, that was a really nice truck.
Built out, twin turbo. He's like, yeah, it's pushing over 1,000 horsepower. And we're like, holy shit. So we get a quick video of him over there, of course. But like, we meet up with this guy. We buy the TSX for $1,600. After getting it registered and insured, it was like $2,200.
Yeah.
And that's what I owed them. And my first 2 paychecks were immediately like, here you go.
Yeah, be done with it.
Yeah.
And then it was never talked about again. It's never been a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Love it.
we bought the TSX at 273,000 miles. That's how many miles were on the car when we bought it. And it was like, it's pretty high miles. Like, but when he started it up and we test drove it, everything was perfect with the car. So I was like, I'm comfortable with buying this because even though it has 273,000 miles on the car, I'm not worried about it. Still starts up just fine. It has a weird thing every once in a while where it chirps when it starts, but other than that,
That could be the ignition switch.
it could be a plethora of things. But as far as it runs and drives, perfectly fine. Granted, it needs an alignment, but that's my undoing.
Going back to that not falling asleep while driving.
Yeah. So, full disclosure, I dozed off when I was driving to work early one morning, and I hit a K-rail going about 30. Just
a little kiss.
blew
Little
both
kiss.
A
tires.
little smooch on the rail.
Yeah, blew both tires on the passenger side.
More than a smooch then. Yeah. Yeah, more like a...
And as far as suspension work goes, everything was fine. But now I get a little woo, 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 like the wheel bearings going out on the front passenger side. So
wheel bearing's what, $50 for that?
yeah. So like as far as mechanically goes, the car is fine. But quality of life goes with the car.
Yeah.
The stereo never worked in it.
Yep.
Didn't work when we bought it. The passenger front window is busted. The motor went out on it.
Not the window, the motor.
The motor.
So
it won't roll
up. And the same.
Is it still down?
Yeah, it's still down.
We could do that.
And then the driver's side rear window doesn't roll up or down either, for I presume the same reason. The 2 seats in the front are torn to absolute shit. I don't know what this guy had going on, but there was.
Well, he said he just bought it to flip. So,
but like this guy had a herd of feral cats going to town on these leather seats because if you lift up the seat covers, it's just foam city. So, as far as quality of life goes with the car, it could be better. But mechanically, I've put 34,000 miles on the car in under a year, or about a year now.
And no car payment?
And no car payment.
That's huge.
And
Yeah.
it gets 26 miles to the gallon. It's fantastic. So I have no complaints with the car. Other than I really hate that I can't roll my window up or go get a car wash because of said rolling my window. And I can't listen to music in the car.
Well, if you want to buy my Kia, I'd sell it to you. That white one?
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I want to get out of it. Not that I don't like it, but I just don't need it. I got the Suburban.
Yeah.
And then I got my wife's car, so I'm either going to sell it privately or take it to the dealership and just say, give me $5,000 for it.
I'll talk to you about it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just broke 100,000 miles.
Oh, it's still new.
Yeah, and it just got $3,000 worth of work done to it. So they put new, which I could have done the work myself, but at some point I just want to sit on a recliner and not have to deal with
Right.
it. Yeah, they put new cam phaser in it, and then new timing chain guides, stuff like that. So, yeah.
So for those that don't know, how many children do you have?
3. Got three boys.
And their ages?
8, about to turn 5, and then 6 months old.
Nice. And how are you doing being a car guy who loves to tinker, which takes a lot of time,
Yep.
with a newborn?
So, more of the same, really?
Yeah?
Yeah, so the thing is like my wife has to watch him all night because he doesn't take a bottle and I can't feed him.
Right.
So she's like, just keep doing what you're doing. I'll stay in the bedroom, and she doesn't really work, so it all works out.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. So it's more of the same. I go out in the garage and tinker still, but I've kind of taken a break with the wagon, doing the LS swap on that, and then the truck being done. I LS swapped it, bagged it, did all that. I kind of just want to take a break. Yeah. Hence why I'm building the 80s room.
Yeah.
I just want to take a break.
Yeah, do something different.
Yeah.
So how bad was it when I went over that one time and helped you and I cut that hose? How bad was that?
Not bad.
Okay.
That's nothing.
I was a little worried that it was going to cause you issues later. 'Cause
No.
I was like, to be fair, I'd had a few beers. I'm over there and I'm like, I got this. And I grab my pocket knife and I start cutting the bottom radiator hose. And I'm like, it's fine. You have to replace it anyways. But it made a mess.
Well, I had a big giant tub underneath it. It was fine.
Okay.
It was not a big deal.
that the night that
I
I
haven't
was
even thought about that since.
Was that the night that I was there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually haven't even thought about that since.
Okay.
So that's how
There we
much of
go.
a burden
I'm bringing
that
up
was for
old
me.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So you said you've had close to 100 cars.
Yep, about that. I'll just sit down and do the math. But last time I checked, I was at like 80 something, and that was like a year ago.
Yeah, in the last year, I think you've had at least 5 or 6.
Yeah.
If not including the Trans Am, what's your biggest one that you missed? What's the one you missed the most?
The 53 Ford
53 Ford.
mainline. It was
Oh.
a 53 Ford mainline. The thing was mint. It was a cream puff. I'll send you a picture of it so you can put it here. And that thing was mint. Like, I love that car. Yeah. But I sold it. So when I bought the Ferrari, it had mechanical fuel injection, which was factory back then, right? So Ferrari had it. It was a Bosch K-Jet CIS system. Ferrari had it. Lamborghini had it at the time. DeLorean had it. I mean, all the European cars had it. So when I bought the Ferrari, it showed up at the house because I bought it out of Denver, Colorado, and I can do the whole story, the history on that car at some point. It never ran right. I could never get it running right. It ran good, but not to the point where I felt comfortable driving it long distances.
Yeah.
And it kind of has an issue of being a fire hazard because the fuel lines are plastic. So that's why DeLorean's caught up in flames. A lot of 80s European cars were always catching in flames. So I decided I'm going to sell the 53 Ford, take half the money, just put it in the bank, and take the other half and put fuel injection on the car, like electronic fuel injection.
Yeah.
So I sent all the parts to ATS Racing. Shout out to Aaron at ATS Racing. He built a full fuel injection kit for the car. So that's
Nice.
why I sold the 53, was to do that. So I miss it in a sense, like it was a cool car, but it was definitely justified to sell it for that reason.
Which
Yeah.
is why you can get behind me just getting this one done and get another one.
Do it. But you bring up that question for him. Your turn.
Biggest regret?
Yeah, out of all the cars.
I know one for sure is the Charger.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, remember the story on that one. Yep.
So a lot of these stories you've never heard. So my my entire being has been shaped around the Dukes of Hazzard. Like, I grew up from a very young age watching Dukes of Hazzard, loving the orange Charger and everything they did. And my grandpa had this old Ford truck that was like Uncle Jesse's truck. And he used to take it down Falk Road and jump the train tracks at the bottom of the hill. And he would yell out, at the, here's the horn. And I'd make the horn sound as we jumped the train tracks. Like, my entire being is Dukes of Hazzard. And I wanted a General Lee. Well, kid can't buy a General Lee. Like, it's just not reality. But I started working, and I was working at Safeway. I was a courtesy clerk, which means I bagged groceries and got shopping carts. And I started at like 14 years old, and I saved up for a year and a half working at this Safeway. And my neighbor had a black 69 Charger that he had horribly modified. Like, in all the right ways. It had the 440 with a 6-pack. He had converted. He put a manual transmission in it because it had an automatic. So it had a 4-speed shifter, had posi rear end, but there was holes. Like, you could see the ground as you were driving. This thing was hacked up. But I would walk by his house every single day. I would take his alley so I could walk past the car, and he was out there. I don't remember the guy's name, but he was an older guy, long hair, looked like a biker, but he had this Charger sitting there. And he was always working on it, drinking a beer, and I'd walk by on my way to work, on my way home from work. And I'd be like, one of these days I'm going to buy that car from you. And he's like, kid, you come up with $1,000. I'll sell you this car.
Man, $1,000 can't even get you a used quarter panel.
So I worked for like a year straight trying to save up $1,000, right? I'm working part-time, 10, 20 hours a week,
Do
right?
you tell them, like, hey, I got this much saved, I'm going to buy it?
So I'd walk by and I'd be like, I'm halfway there. Like, and he's like, kid, this is too much car for you, but if you show up with $1,000, I'll sell it to you. No shit. A year goes by, I buy the car. I'm 15 years old. I get into a 69 Charger with a 440 with a 6-pack and a 4-speed transmission with posi rear end. I knew how to do nothing but burnouts.
Yes.
That's all I could do. I could not drive the car. I couldn't do shit in the car, but that thing would do a massive burnout through second and third gear all the way down 33rd. And I had it for a week and sold it back to him because I knew I was going to kill myself in the car. I did not know how to drive it. And I took that money and I bought a truck. But my first car was a 69 Charger.
And that's the one you regret the most?
I regret it the most because that is a dream car that I still think about to this day. I should have just been more responsible and just not smash the gas to the floor every single time I started the car. But for a week, maybe it was 9 days, but it was about a week, I lived my dream.
So if you could have any movie car, TV show car, it would be a Dukes of Hazzard?
Hands down, generally, without a doubt. And I know James Smith, if you're watching this, hey Jamie, who builds and restores General Lees. Like, I have a connection to get one.
Mm-hmm. I know Travis Campbell does as well.
Yeah. So, like, it's not unobtainable at this point in my life. It's just, it's not practical for what I want to do. Like, it's a really cool car. And if I had unlimited garage space and unlimited budget, I would absolutely have one in my collection. But I had one, and I sold it. I sold it after a week.
What about yours? Favorite movie car, TV show car?
Yeah, that's.
It's going to be the Pinto.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Pinto that's in Stranger Things.
Would have been worse if you said something like, Wayne's World with the
Pacer?
licorice dispenser.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah,
Pacer.
come on. That was so cool, though.
No.
That was a Pacer one. It wasn't a Gremlin. It was a Pacer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The licorice
Pardon me.
dispenser.
Do you have any Grey Poupon?
And he rolls the window up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so hard to think about because there's so I was born in 2000. So,
Fast and Furious came out in 2000.
Yeah,
2001.
I grew up watching a lot of JDM come to America, and
That's my fault.
Yeah, you were born when JDM was just hitting the United States, really,
Yeah.
like at full force.
Yeah. So a lot of the cars that I see in movies aren't the cool American classics that you guys did until I was older and understood the movies, right? One of which is always going to be, like the Mark IV Supra has a special place as a movie car because of Fast and Furious.
It's Mark IV, isn't it?
The orange.
Okay.
Mark IV
All
Supra.
right. The guy that has a Cyclone and a Typhoon, it's Mark IV Supras that he has, not Mark V.
Okay.
I had a generation off.
It's all good.
But, as movie cars go, that's one,
Fun fact on that. The guy driving the Ferrari when he races them?
Is the director.
That's actually the producer of
Is it?
Yeah.
More than you can afford, pal.
Yeah,
that guy?
That's
Yeah, he's the actual producer of the movie, and he did that as a cameo.
Really? Yeah. Hey, why not?
It's just fun fact.
Trying to think of like movies that I would see.
Mine would probably be the Bluesmobile. Oh. I would say the Bluesmobile would probably be a 74 Dodge Monaco. If you find one, let me know for a decent price. And they never go for decent prices because they're few and far between. But
they're so cool.
they're so cool. I want a Dodge Monaco. I want a Bluesmobile real bad. And I don't want a Back to the Future DeLorean. If I had a DeLorean, I would want a factory, maybe a little suspension on it. But Dodge Monaco Bluesmobile would be my, that'd be my, top tier, I think.
You know here's a random one for you. Random car that has no purpose being on anybody's list, but I want one.
AMC Pace or AMC Eagle.
No, it's a cool car though.
It's a cool car.
The Chrysler LeBaron GTC.
Who doesn't like a good LeBaron?
I mean, it's a piece of crap, but they came turbocharged, convertible, in this little hatchback looking like kind of car, little small car that was so cool.
I've always wanted one since Beverly Hills Ninja when Chris Farley drove that red one. I've always wanted a LeBaron. Yeah.
Okay,
It's just a cool car.
I got it. The car that, like, usually, like, I had to think about it, but the car that comes to mind when I think of movie cars,
Killdozer.
Eleanor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Okay.
67 GT500 from Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think that's one that it's like, because my dream car for a long time was a 65 fastback.
I have pictures that he drew as a kid of a 65 fastback.
Yeah, and like, I've always wanted a 65 fastback, but I remember watching the Nicolas Cage version as a kid and seeing that 67 GT500 and like...
Oh, man, I remember seeing that movie in theaters. And I went home and put on Driver from PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go home and play Driver immediately. Yeah.
But like the taillights, like everything about that car just beautiful, right? So when I think of movie cars, I think that's one that...
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good
one.
movie car.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Don't worry, I'll put a picture here.
It ain't no Bluesmobile, but it's something.
You know what I like too? Just
That is a good one, though.
Yeah.
completely random. Do you remember the Beastie Boys Sabotage music video?
Oh, man, that's a throwback.
Where they pretended to be like FBI agents or whatever, you know, and they're like jumping in the old Dodge like cop car, and they got the little roundabout spotlight on it. Like that car, just that plain Jane sedan, but they're just sitting there and they're sliding a corner in it, and I love that car.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
I don't even know what like type of car it is. I think it's maybe a Chrysler Imperial or one of those 80s Dodge cop cars.
Oh, yeah, like a K car almost.
Yeah, before the K here. Yeah, before the K.
Before that?
The bigger one.
I'd have to see the music video again.
Yeah, it's been, I mean, come on. Beastie Boys Sabotage, that was like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
35 years ago.
Some other cars that do come to mind, though, so Too Fast, Too Furious, they're on the way to the boat. The red SVT Cobra, the 2005 SVT.
You like that one?
I love that car.
Really?
Dude, that thing's so sweet.
I want a super clean Fox body again. I had a Fox body before,
yeah,
one of my
I'll take
100
Fox
cars.
body.
I want a Fox body again.
Fox bodies they're legit.
Yeah. I had an 8850 with like the louver tail lights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So do you remember when Steven Seagal did that Hard to Kill movie?
I got that on VHS, brother.
The convertible
Got on
50
VHS.
GT, like, that was such a badass.
Not the Vanilla Ice GT. No, I don't want that. Remember that white one, the white on white?
Yeah.
The Ford from Starsky and Hutch.
Oh,
The Terrain? No,
No, it's what is it? It's not a Maverick, is it?
no, no, that's a Torino.
is it Trino?
Yeah.
I was saying Trino, but I didn't think it was.
Starsky and
Is
Hutch.
it?
Yeah.
Well, now fact check it. I'm pretty sure that's a Torino.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and edit this part out.
Yeah,
And
Corey
we'll-
crashed one.
I have to look it up real quick.
So look it up and then pick up and go, oh yeah, the 60, whatever.
Yeah, that was like a 72.
It was a 70 something.
Yeah, so it's a 76 Ford Gran Torino. And the white.
Yeah.
I remember the white. And that was always like, oh, that's kind of cool. You know, it's not a very pretty car.
All right, now pick up 76 Gran Torino.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever see this part.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it in.
Oh yeah, for sure. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
76.
A lot of
Raked.
Fast and Furious cars come to mind, though. Like Fast 5 when they're driving through the favelas, the 2000 GTR that Brian's driving in like 2 scenes. You see it in 2 scenes in the movie.
Are you talking about like the R35 or is it?
No, it's
No,
it's
the
a
old
flat
one,
black.
the one that they drive to Brazil in.
I'm going to be honest. I've only seen 2 Fast and Furious movies. I made it halfway through the first one in Tokyo Drift. I've seen. I haven't seen any others. Not that I'm against it. I just never
So
seen it.
one of my favorite cars is actually the ending scene that Vin Diesel drives in Tokyo Drift.
Yeah,
The
that
GTX,
blue one.
the Plymouth GTX.
Yeah, that bluish one.
Love that car. Absolutely, like infatuated with that car. Wide bodied.
Yeah, it did look good in that movie. It did look good.
And
Another one, a Superbird. I'll take one of those.
Superbird. So my uncle had a Superbird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those cars were specifically designed to compete in NASCAR.
Yep.
Then
Which
they
I
got
think just
banned.
makes them even that much cooler.
yeah, and then they got banned from NASCAR.
Yeah, it
Because
did.
they were too damn fast.
Yeah, my uncle had a Superbird, and then he couldn't afford the insurance on it and had to sell it.
So I'll put
Yeah.
this picture. I'll put this picture up. But this is what a 2000 GTR is.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's driving in the 5th one. He's driving through the favelas of Brazil in a flat black one, and that car always comes to mind as one that's like a tuner that like you have to know about.
Yeah.
And if you're a GTR fan, you'll know it. But like, that was always one that was really cool. The red '67 Corvette that Letty drives in 6 is another really good one. 67 split window. I'll take a.
Ooh,
Oh,
big money.
that's a classic right there.
Big money.
So my best friend growing up, Shane, his dad had one. I don't remember what year it was. I think it was a '67.
They only made the split window in 1 year.
Yeah,
and it
I'm
was the
pretty sure it
67.
was a '67 split, but I could be wrong. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen it. His dad had one that was being, it was stripped down in the garage, gray, primered, and like we always talk, because this is 30 years ago, 35 years ago. We're talking in the garage like, oh, one day we're gonna drive this car and it's gonna be so cool. And he never actually finished it. He passed away before he got to finish it. I don't even know what happened to that car, but Shane is now living in like North Dakota or something like that. And I'm hoping he has the car with him.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. That's just, people grow apart, things happen in life, and I just don't talk to them anymore. So.
I'm gonna use your bathroom real fast.
Yep. Pause.
Take a break.
We can totally keep going.
Oh, yeah, no, no.
This is so fun. Just talking cars, continuity.
So, talking about movie cars, another one that does come to mind, the original James Bond, Aston Martin DB5.
DB5. It's
yeah.
DB5.
Yeah.
These are just movie cars that, like, 1, it'd be really cool to have, but 2, just to drive.
Yeah.
And then, we just start talking about cars in general that we want. Or,
What about the James Dean Porsche?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
You can buy those kit cars.
Yeah.
You can build them.
I wouldn't want to build one. I'd want a real one.
You would.
Yeah. If I was gonna go down that path, I'd want a real one.
The Mustang from Bullet.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Charger
Yeah.
from Bullet.
Bullet is one of my favorite movies. Not just the chase scene, but just the movie in general. Like, I was never a Steve McQueen fan. I grew up with Clint Eastwood's.
Yeah.
And then Tubi, streaming service, had Bullet on there. Oh, I fell in love.
Now, talking about modern
Bullet
cars
was
for
good.
a minute, you know that Ford produced a modern Mustang Bullet tribute, right?
Yeah.
So they took the like the 2016 body styling of the Mustangs, and they put it in that Bullet green with the white accents on the interior, and they named it the Bullet 2.0. And they made I think it was like 150 or 200.
Oh, I wonder how much those things sold for.
Yeah, no, they're.
Ungodly amount of money.
I think they were selling from Ford for like over 300. But then resell, because they don't, like I said, they only made I think maybe 200 of them.
Yeah, limited run.
Yeah. So resell, they're probably up there. But I thought it was really cool to see that come out from Ford. This is one of our most popular vehicles.
I know Steve McQueen tried to buy the Bullet car after the movie was over and a couple years went by.
Yeah.
He tried to buy it off the owner and he wouldn't sell it.
Huh.
He knew what he had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hold on to what you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's not sitting on a podcast talking about the cars he regrets selling.
Yeah. Steve McQueen, R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P. I don't know. I think it would be mainly the Bluesmobile, and then I don't want to cannonball that car. I want to do a cannonball with the Bluesmobile, but I'll never be able to beat the record, just for fun.
Have you seen what the record is for a cannonball?
Yeah, it was Arnie and Doug set the record during
In
COVID.
the Audi.
I think it's like, what, 25 hours, 51 minutes, something like that.
No, it was less than that.
I don't
I thought it was under a day.
Yeah,
Oh.
I thought it was 23 hours and something, but
I'm saying
let's take a look.
25:31. And it was set in the Audi.
Yeah, I know it was in the Audi with 4 people in the car too.
3.
3?
Yeah, it was the 2 drivers and a spotter.
Yep. But then they had all kinds of people all across the path setting it up too. Let's take a look here.
and so
I'm
for
saying 25:31.
Oh, you're close.
oh,
You're real close.
Am I?
Yeah.
25:36.
25:39.
39.
wow.
Set in May 2020 by Arnie and Doug in a modified 2016 Audi S6.
What was their average? I'm gonna say 120.
What do you think the average speed for the entire run was?
No, they averaged 120.
110 was
Really?
the average speed for the entire run.
Yeah. Now you got to think. I mean, that's what 3,600 miles.
Yeah.
Like they averaged 110 miles an hour for 3,600 miles.
And it says,
2,816 miles.
yeah, from the Red Ball
From New
Garage.
York City to Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's to Portofino, but starting at Red Ball Garage to Portofino.
Yeah.
And it was
And they
modified to resemble a white Ford Taurus police interceptor.
Yeah, that car is in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's owned by Arnie, who owns Cannonball Garage, and he is one of the founders of AMS.
And there's a whole video up on YouTube talking about it too.
Yeah, it's on the VinWiki page.
Yeah. And they did it specifically during COVID times when there was less traffic on the road.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I mean they played it smart.
Yeah.
They did everything about that smart.
and
Like-
that's why that record will probably never be
It'll
beat.
probably stay for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's funny to think about the Cannonball Run now versus the Cannonball Run when the movie Cannonball Run came out. When it was like, all right, we'll be there in like 2
Yeah,
days.
it was Brock Yates. Brock Yates was the one that started it.
Yeah.
I would love to do a Cannonball Run.
I would. Oh, me too.
You know, I would never break the record, and I'm totally fine with that. I just want to do the run as quick as I can.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those you walk into it knowing you're going to get tickets. Like you just that's part of it. That's part of it. But if you can avoid the tickets,
Well, that's why they had so many radars and spotters up ahead. Like, they really tried to avoid.
Yeah, they had
stopping
people
as
getting the
much as
tickets for 'em.
possible.
yeah,
Yeah.
burner car. Just
Yep.
let them get it. It's like what was that movie? Need for Speed. When they've got
I
the
just watched that the other day.
Never
Yeah.
seen it.
Really?
Yep, never seen it.
It's a great car movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
there's a lot to it that I'm like, that's pretty cool. And then there's a lot of just stupid movie stuff. And you're like, really? But there's some very quotable moments and there's some cool car scenes. Just car guys, you watch it and you laugh. It just makes you feel good inside.
So that movie came out, I think it was
Bus,
like
Bus,
2013,
Bus.
I think. And this was right after Carroll Shelby had died. And they tied that into the movie pretty well. But the hero car of the movie is a Ford Mustang that was being worked on by Carroll Shelby that they finish in the movie. And it's a beautiful car.
Now, what would you say the greatest car movie is? That's going to be a tough one.
The greatest car movie
I
ever.
mean, you've got Two-Lane Blacktop, American Graffiti,
American Graffiti. I mean,
Vanishing Point.
oh man.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking old school here.
I mean,
Have
American.
you seen any of these movies? I know you've
yes.
seen American Graffiti. You had to have. Yeah.
I mean, American Graffiti is kind of like the classic,
Yeah.
but
Which that 55 Chevy that Harrison Ford drives was used in Two-Lane Blacktop before.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if I could pick a best car movie ever because there's so many. Like, I think the Nicolas Cage Gone in 60 Seconds is a great car movie.
Yes.
Even though there's so many things that are wrong with it.
Of course.
But it's a great car movie.
Have you seen the original?
Yeah. The original has like a freaking hour-long car chase.
It's literally an hour and a half, 30 minutes a movie, hour car chase scene.
Yeah.
And nobody talks about it. It
I
is
don't know why.
the greatest car chase scene in cinema history. I don't.
Bullet, I don't know. Bullet has, I think, claims that title.
Well, so do you know behind the scenes on Bullet, like that wasn't sped up footage. Those guys were doing 100+ miles an hour in those cars
Yeah.
to get those shots.
Fucking San Francisco.
Have you
Like-
seen the original Gone in 60 Seconds chase?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bananas.
Yeah. Like
It's
Gwen
bananas.
Stefani bananas. Like
Bananas. Yeah.
exactly.
I don't know what the greatest car movie would be for me if I had to choose.
Well, you got to think too, though. It's like
It's easy for me because
That's like a second podcast answer because you could
Right.
sit there forever.
well, I mean, because there's so many good car movies like this. But is it car movie or is it action movie or is it fiction, this or that? Like, because Mad Max, like that whole movie was based around
His car.
Like that's the whole thing, the whole premise of the show.
it's easier for me because I'm in a different generation. The first Fast and Furious
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
probably the greatest car movie to me because that depicts the car scene to me.
Well, but
And
you
what
were
the
also
car scene-
living that life.
Yeah.
Like when that movie came out, that's what you saw.
That was your generation.
In
for
front
sure.
of the house every single day was Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Like that's what you saw. So it's just crazy. I don't know. That's such a hard question to answer.
Mine might be Wayne's World. That pacer was something. I don't know. Like, man, if I had to choose,
Or was it a Gremlin?
I think it was a pacer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a Pacer.
I like the police chase in Blues Brothers. It's not a
They
crazy
crashed
one. But
200 cars in that.
yeah.
It was amazing.
They actually won 110 under the L in Chicago.
Really?
They actually did 110. So John Landis, who was making that movie, because I'm from Chicago, we all know the story.
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago. The mayor said you can film, but you cannot hit those speeds. You have to do 60 and double the footage because it's so unsafe. But John Landis, who's known for not being safe, decided to do it. So if you watch, he's doing 110 and everybody's walking normal. They actually did it. And the mayor found out and was pissed. But at that point, it was already done. Like,
Yeah.
they already shot it. Yeah. So that Dodge Monaco is really doing 110, 120 under the L.
Such a boat.
Flying and he gets to LaSalle Street and hangs a left at LaSalle.
Or
And that's where all the
Mission
cars.
from God.
Yeah.
They took that literally for that scene.
Yeah.
That line right there, we're on a mission from God.
Clip.
So good. Like, it's so powerful. And if you've seen the movie back in the day when you remember it, that sticks with you. Like,
Yeah, that was a good movie.
You never forget that.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're starting to run out of steam on things to talk about. So,
Make a list of questions for next time.
yeah. And if you have questions, throw them up in the comments. Check out Drake's Garage.
Do it. Yeah.
Check out InMotive.
Got Nick on here. We should get Lee here.
Yeah,
Me
we
and
should.
Lee. Yeah, if you get Lee on here, we'll have the funniest car stories for sure.
We'll try to do it in the daylight where we can actually put some cars in the background. Like have your car, have his car.
What's funny is, I mean, you watched the podcast. So the whole premise behind this was to film in a different location every week.
Yeah.
I'm building the 80s room, so we can definitely do it there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
You go back in there and it's like taking a literal step back in time.
Yes, that's the plan is. I want full 80s, like grandma's living room or like your bedroom from the 80s.
You can have plastic on the couch.
Wood panel walls. I got a plaid couch. Have you seen the plaid couch?
I saw the picture.
Yeah, got a plaid couch.
got
Like
the
I
two
just want,
TVs,
yeah.
got it all.
I just, for some reason, the 80s just sticks to me the most. Like it's the era I never grew up in.
VHS that loads from the top.
Yep. I got VHS, I got CED. Remember CED? Not laser disc, called video disc, where you slide the cartridge in and pull it out. You ever remember those? Very rare.
I don't remember that. I remember Laserdisc.
Yeah, laser disc. It was before that.
Okay.
But yeah,
But-
full 80s room.
The reason I bring that up is if we do an episode with all the car guys sitting with us, I've been wanting to do one on top of one of the parking garages in downtown. Getting all the cars lined up on the roof of one of the parking garages, sitting behind us.
Yeah, could.
While we're all sitting and talking.
Oh, that'd be
That would
awesome.
be awesome.
Yeah.
So we gotta get that lined up.
Have the old station wagon back there.
Mm-hmm.
Real class.
That's where you gotta bring out the Ferrari too.
That
Get them
too?
both sitting there. Yeah.
Have you drive the Ferrari out there for me?
Hell yeah, I'll drive the Ferrari out there for you.
We'll see.
No, it's funny. So, my girlfriend, she wants to do a photo shoot with your car. She wants to get photos done of her, and I know to take pictures. And she's like, "Can I take a photo shoot with his car?" And I was
Sure,
like,
I don't care.
I need to talk to him about it."
Yeah,
But
sure.
So
It
this
needs
is on
detailed.
camera.
It needs detailed. Yeah, she can take photos with it.
Sweet.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's on camera for you.
Perfect.
Yeah, she keeps asking me. She's like, "Have you talked to Matt about it yet?" And I'm like, "I haven't seen him."
Have her get her friend's DeLorean out there too.
Right.
That's what I
Yeah.
need out there.
No,
Yeah.
I think, man, at this point, let's just set up a car meet. Have all the guys come out. That'll be a
Do
cool
that
episode.
But you should get Lee on here, or I can get him on here, and just the four of us. Oh, it'll be good.
Get the Corolla side by side.
Yeah. Before and after.
Yeah.
We just trick the clickbait. So the last time you guys saw the Corolla, it looked like this.
It was a coupe, and now it's a
That's a
hatch.
hatch. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
don't look too deep into
But
it.
I got a ton of car stories we can go over. Like,
What's your favorite car story? Just real quick before we exit.
favorite car story.
Your favorite car story. This is the last question.
I don't know if I can answer that one.
I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up this week, guys.
Yeah.
So,
Here we go.
We're gonna do the normal thing that we do. I'm Tim. That's Dad. This is Matt, aka
Drake.
Drake's Garage. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, it was a pleasure. It was fun, man. This was fun.
Yeah.
And this is Emma's Videos, and we out.